Yeah. We back.
Hey.
What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady Love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast.
And we back.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
Yes, y'all. This is the Raising Kings podcast. This is your girl Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
And this is Hefe. What's good? We back again.
Yay!
What's up, y'all?
To do what it do. Let's talk about it.
Yes, we talking about
Ladies, what's
no
up?
No
it.
problem.
We here. We live. We ready to go.
You ready to go?
Yes.
Ready to do what it do?
All the time.
Ready to give our peoples out here a good show, some good content, some good
Absolutely.
conversation.
All the time.
We
all the
here,
time.
people.
All the time. We are here for you guys. You know, as usual, this is the world's greatest podcast.
That's right. Hefe
And-
said if the president could say it, we're number one.
We're
Damn
number
it.
one. That's right.
Damn it, we're number
We're
one.
number one.
Yes.
Fake news.
If Orange can say it,
Absolutely.
then the black
Orange. Hey, y'all saw that? Like Hillary wasn't even paying. Hillary was
Yo,
damn
straightforward. She was like,
what?
you know, she made a sound too when he
She's like,
he shook.
You see
What's
the
the name's hand?
Yeah.
I know. She was like,
Yeah.
Pussy nigga.
Yes.
He just says like,
I
pussy
agree.
nigga.
I agree with that.
no, I bet she was like that.
Bitch ass nigga.
Like you better not
Yes.
even think about looking over here, nigga. I kill
Exactly.
Last week talk about,
Punk
last week
ass.
talk about you gonna put me in jail.
Exactly.
Pussy nigga.
Exactly.
I
Fuck,
like to
nigga.
see you do. I like to see you
Yeah.
try.
Don't even come over here with your stinking ass.
Exactly. Can't stand that man. But yeah, man, we gonna get into a segment today. You know, basically it's the holidays, hence my little gingerbread man
That's
t-shirt.
right. It's so cute. Yeah, of
Gingerbread
course.
You know,
man,
just
huh?
wanted to,
Raising
you know, be a little festive for the holidays that's coming. What we telling this, naughty or nice?
Yep. Naughty or nice for
Yeah.
all the little badass little kids that's out there.
Yeah. Hell
Naughty
yeah.
or
Stuff.
nice episode.
Right? Have y'all
Hey.
seen the memes? Well, I think it started like last year when I started seeing the memes come out where people was like, listen, this all you need to do. All the little empty shoe boxes that you have, wrap them
wrap
bitches
them
like they
shits up.
gifts.
That's
and
right.
Put them underneath the tree.
Hell
and as
yeah.
soon as your child act bad,
Throw them
that
shits in the
bitch in the fire.
Bitch, and burn that shit up.
Throw that bitch in the fire.
Let's stop
Yes.
playing.
Throw that bitch in the fire.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys aren't listening.
Alright, that's it. Tell them to put our presents away. Tyson and Barrett. I told you to go listen.
Hey,
Told you better listen.
And watch them
Dirty.
say, Mommy, no, Mommy, no. Yeah, I told your
Exactly.
ass.
That's right.
I did that one year
I
to
can
my
make
son
him act right.
just to shake him up a little bit, but I didn't, you know, we don't have fireplaces here. I mean, I don't have a fireplace, so what I did was I just threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Just threw it in the
Ooh.
trash.
And then the dump
You did
truck,
that for real?
yeah, the dump truck was coming.
Real?
So I was like, oh, your little ass think that, okay. So I woke him up early. I was
Just
like,
so he-
because listen, I get my get back.
Oh my
I get
God.
it. So I woke him up. All right, you do everything you forgot you had your little nasty ass attitude yesterday, but I didn't forget, little nigga. I did not
I didn't
forget.
forget.
At all.
So, you know, we going outside and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. You don't deserve these. So these are going in the trash. So I threw it in and I pulled it out and the dump truck came and he was like, oh my God. He was hysterical.
Oh
baby.
my God, that's dirty.
Oh, baby.
He was
He fell out.
hysterical.
That's dirty.
No, don't play with
What
me.
you gonna do him like that for?
Nah,
man?
because why you gonna do me like that? All
Why did you?
I ask is for you to just do what you're supposed to do
And do
She
you
was
work?
being naughty.
And don't give no lip to the teacher. Don't have your teacher
What'd you
calling you.
say?
That's
You
true.
said, do you work?
Yeah, do you work?
Do
Do your
work. Oh, you
schoolwork?
said, do your work.
Yeah,
Okay,
do your
I said,
work.
do you work?
No.
Like, do you work?
Even
here?
Yeah, do you work,
Exactly.
You
nigga?
work here, nigga.
For
You
real.
pay bills here, nigga.
Exactly.
You don't pay bills here,
Do you
nigga.
pay bills?
Get upstairs.
Do you pay bills? No, you don't pay bills, so don't
Go
give me
sit
no
your ass down
attitude.
somewhere.
Exactly, you little shitty ass.
Oh, it's a little shitty.
Naughty ass.
Oh, that's a
kid.
naughty
Exactly.
ass kid. Don't do it
But
like
yeah,
that.
so as far as naughty or nice,
Mhm.
my son won't be getting anything for Christmas. The
Come on,
only
stop
the
it, man.
only
You're not
thing
gonna do
the
that.
only thing I'm gonna get him
What?
is because he needs a new laptop,
Need it.
and I'm gonna give it to him because he need it. But it will be
So
done
you're gonna
after
wrap that
Christmas.
up? You're gonna
No, no.
Here you go.
So wait,
Listen,
wait.
I
So,
haven't
hold on.
even
Here you
put
go.
up my Christmas tree
shit.
or my outdoor decor. And normally my Christmas tree is up like right after Thanksgiving. I haven't even pulled it
So
out
you're not
'cause
gonna give him nothing.
ain't no Christmas, bitch.
Ooh.
Ain't no Christmas, little bit.
So let me. So damn. So let me ask you a question. Do you don't tell your kids about Santa Claus bringing you something? You don't do that shit, man.
What I used to do is I'm not gonna let Santa Claus take like the credit for me
I don't do the
working
Santa
hard.
shit. I'm not
What
with
I
that
do
Santa
is I say Santa do have the workshop that we give the money to provide the gifts, and Santa do determine whether you're naughty or nice. That gives us like, okay, we could go get you gifts.
Right.
That's what I used to do.
Mud.
Not that Santa Claus brings it, but Santa Claus would say, okay, yeah, he's on a nice list, so yeah, go ahead and do Christmas shopping if you want to. That's how I used to
Yeah,
tell
it's
it
a
to him.
traditional thing, but I don't push that in my crib.
Yeah.
I don't say, Santa's coming, Santa's gonna be bringing you cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to bust a bubble, but
Right.
I'm not the one to be like, we're gonna cook some cookies and put them on the table for Santa. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know.
that
That's
Santa
understandable.
shit.
It's a little different. We
I work too hard for this shit.
Yeah.
I got it for you, god damn it. Fuck you mean? I'm the one who's coming down the chimney. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
I
understandable.
ain't playing with I'm not doing that fake shit
Yeah.
to make them start thinking, Santa is gonna come down the chimney. I'm not with that shit. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
Oh my goodness.
know
What about you, Lady Love?
We be messing around. You be like, damn, Jamal, you ain't gonna make no cookies for Santa. You ain't gonna do nothing for Santa. You ain't gonna.
Yeah,
Get ready
we
for
did
Santa?
the cookies thing. We did the whole gingerbread thing. But what I typically do is just make the cookies and give it to my dog.
I don't like I said,
And my dog would eat it. My dog would have that milk and them cookies. Charlie used to tear them cookies up.
Fuck Santa. I don't be doing that. My wife go and she makes me do the cookies and all that shit like that. I don't be doing that. But when I'm in the room, me and her in the room by ourselves, man, what the fuck that Santa shit talking about Santa?
Pussy ass Santa.
Pussy ass nigga.
Pussy ass cracker.
You understand what I'm saying? I ain't with that
Oh my
shit.
god! Nah, my
That's
son,
cool,
he'll try and like poke a little hole in the little box to see,
Yeah, they do that too.
see if
boy.
if he could tell what type of gift it is and everything.
They do
I'd be
that
like,
too.
now look, would Santa be like, look, you're not supposed to do this before Santa, comes and actually brings the shit. They're not even supposed to be here right now. You pissing Santa off. So,
No, see, here's my thing, because my tree be decked out. So first of all, you can't touch my tree. And if the presents is under the tree, that means the presents are a part of the tree. If I see a slit, a tear in the present, you don't get it.
We don't
So
put-
even if the dog did it, you better not let the dog touch that shit, or you
for my
ain't getting
kids,
it.
Let me see what I've noticed for my
Shit.
kids, for my kids, the smaller, the youngest one, she's the one that's gonna just do whatever she wanted. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, the youngest one?
Yeah, the youngest one.
Okay.
She'll go poke holes and shit. And
she don't care.
She don't give a damn.
Damn.
She don't care. These kids, like I
Thug
said,
life.
Yeah.
these kids don't have
that
no
With the
fear.
glasses and the cigarette.
Man, she don't care. But we
That's
don't
what
try
the
to
fuck
put the
they
gifts
do.
out. We don't put the gifts. We don't put all the gifts out to maybe like 2 days before, like a day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
start wrapping everything,
typically,
and then
me
we'll
too.
Put everything up under the tree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for that reason.
Right.
You know what
I
I mean?
agree. I
But
agree.
it's two of them, so that's cool.
Yeah, my other
No,
daughter
That's
because
told my
cool.
son.
Because I
And
just be like, my sister did it. I ain't do that.
My other two kids, they big. My son and my other daughter, they
Yeah,
big.
so
They
you
not
don't
with
even
that
wrap
shit.
their stuff no
Don't wrap
more.
it.
You
Just
just
give
be
them
like,
some
what
gas.
y'all
Yeah.
want, or here go the
My
cash,
Son
and
already
go
told
get
me,
what y'all
he
want.
already know what he
Yeah.
want. He said, give him some money, and then he want to go shopping and go get him some clothes. He's not in that
That's
Right,
gift stage
right.
no more. So
Right.
it's just them two that we really have that for now, that they still want to do stuff and whatnot.
But I really have to prove a point to my son because, you know, it's one thing if the teacher told me that he needed tutoring, you know what I'm saying? But he has not been completing his work. Right now, that should be like 50% of their work. And the teacher said he only turned in 8% of his work.
God damn.
Yeah.
So what the hell you doing?
He playing around with motherfucking friends.
Oh, that's what happened. You know, listen to me. What I say when like the second oldest one, when she go to school, I said, okay, you got 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I call it the 3-week honeymoon stage.
That's right.
Because that's when they go to school. They don't really know nobody.
Yeah.
They're not really sure. They just chilling. And then once they get comfortable, then it's on and popping. Let's go. We doing what it do. I be like, here we go. Soon the teacher call, like, here we go with the bullshit. Here we go with the fuck. Soon she call, like, here come the fuck shit. So the honeymoon stage is over now.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's time to get it popping out here. You a social bug. You in everybody fucking business.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Point
and
exactly.
you want to be talking and shit. Can
Point.
you just do what you... Yo, teacher call all the time. She just like a social bug. She just loves talking. And you know, I'm like, you see, here we go. Soon as she said that to me, I'm like, I had to look around and be like, here we go.
Now,
here we go.
But here's how I get him because he don't be knowing that the teacher calls me. So I'd be like, "What did you do today?" Oh, I did this. No, you didn't, nigga. Why your teacher calling me? Why is your teacher interrupting my work day, telling me about some shit that you didn't do? And now he's silent.
Yo, it's crazy. These teachers, the teacher would, like on 2 different occasions, teacher called me. Most of the times he texted, but when she called, it's at a point where the teacher's sick and tired.
Right, exactly.
Where basically, in a kind of a way, the teacher's like, yo, you know what? I know I really not, what the teacher really want to say. I know I'm not really supposed to tell you this. When she get home, you need to whip her ass. Because one time the teacher called and they told her, do not go in this bathroom. You're not allowed to go in the bathroom.
Right.
The teacher told her one time and warned her not to go in that bathroom. Because I guess it'd be boys in there. I don't know what it is. But the teacher don't go in there.
Yeah.
Again, and I know my daughter, she is a type that when she wants to do something,
she gonna do it.
She do not care about the consequences. She's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to be like this for the rest of her life. She's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you see, we trying to have a serious conversation here.
I fucked up my cigar.
A serious
yo.
conversation.
Fucking
So what
around.
you trying to say? What's that you trying to play with?
Huh?
Why are you playing with it like that for?
Huh?
Huh? What? You did? Huh? What are we? A donkey?
Donkey today.
Oh.
Right.
You see? You see what I'm saying? You solid right along with her.
I'm sorry. I was trying to insinuate nothing.
You know?
Nothing. Go
You
ahead.
know,
Go
but
back
like
to
I
what
was
you're saying.
saying,
Go back to
threw
the
me
noise.
off.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hefe.
You know, they was fucking around in
She
here.
gonna do whatever the hell she wanna do. She went inside the little boy's
Right,
bathroom.
and the teacher called me, was like, you know, in a way to what the teacher really wanted to call. She said, I told her not to go in this bathroom, so I really want you to have a good conversation with her. Basically, what she's trying to say, you need to
Whip
whoop her
that
ass when she get home.
Whip
That's what
that
she
ass.
really wanted to say.
Yep.
But you need to have a really good, strong conversation so she can really get the idea of how to listen.
That's how she talked too, right?
Yo, white lady, you really need to get right to her and really let her know that
to
she
her.
needs to really be able to listen this time. Really get in her this time. I said, okay, ma'am, I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to her, ma'am. Yes, and really emphasize the fact she must listen. So basically, she's saying whip her fucking ass when she gets home because I don't tell her ass, don't go in that goddamn motherfucking bathroom.
And I'm sick of it.
And I'm sick and tired of her ass telling her the same shit all the time. I'm like, all right, ma'am, I'm going to tell her and whatnot. And soon she come home, she always got a story. This girl got a story for everything. She's always trying to explain. I'm like, man,
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
trying to hear you explain no
that's
more.
their thing. They always be
Man,
but
we got this but. I said, listen, take that
but
butt
my
out your-
ass.
Take that butt out your vocabulary. I want to hear the butt word no more.
But your ass.
Bust that ass.
I'm gonna bust your ass when you say that butt again. Shit.
I'll whoop your
Bust
head,
your
boy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, these kids is crazy.
something
So,
else.
are your kids on the naughty or nice list?
They on the you know, my girls, they're on the nice list. I give it to them because they all doing good. My middle one, she in school, you know, she's doing what she's supposed to. Every time because she's another one. She likes to play dumb, but she's not really that dumb. This girl knows everything that's going on.
I'm
You know
mad
what I'm
at
saying?
Hefe. He's like, she's not really that dumb.
No,
Okay.
she's not-
Ew.
she tried to,
Okay,
yo,
just a
because-
little dumb.
No, she
Hefe.
tries to listen to me. She's like, I'm telling you, because she'll get you twisted. You think she's like some ditzy blonde or something. She's clumsy. She's always doing some dumb shit, but she be doing it. I watched. I said she be doing shit on purpose. Like Like, okay, she knows when I come home. Like, when I come home, she knows that I say, yo, listen, I come in the room. I said, listen, I need to unwind. I've been out all day. I'm working. I say, yo, listen, give me a second. Let me unwind. Let me take it
Before
easy.
you with the daddy.
Yeah. But she be like, soon as she come in, she open. I'm like waiting to, I'm looking to get my garage door open the door. She open the door. Daddy. I'm like, yo, listen. Let me go wash my hands at least. Okay, daddy. All right, daddy.
Oh, shit.
And then on top of that, I'm in the bathroom, close the bathroom door. She's right. And then when you open the door, she's standing right there. Like, daddy. I'm like, yo, she be doing that shit on purpose. She be doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, that's it. Give me a second. Just give me a second. So now I got the TV on. I want to watch my news and shit. I'm sitting down getting the TV on and shit. The TV's right in front of me. And I'm sitting on the edge of the bed and I'm watching the TV. And she walking in. And there's like my wife has a dress and stuff over here. So she'll come. I said, why she gonna come in? Give her a few minutes. She gonna come in here. She'll come in and she act like she's on the dresser doing some shit. And she comes over by the dresser. She's doing some shit. And then right before she leaves, she do some funny shit like, woo-hoo! I'm like, what the fuck? She always doing some shit.
Hey, that's her personality, bro.
She wants you to notice her.
Yeah,
exactly.
she always doing something like, all right.
Give her some more attention.
That's not one.
You better give her some more attention.
That's what it be. I don't know, man. These
You better
kids,
give
man.
that girl some more attention.
Yo, these kids, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, man. But you gotta love him, though. I mean, it hurts. Sometimes I feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I would never want to, take, Christmas away from him. Especially me. I always go all out. And then really, this Christmas, he didn't ask for much. All he wanted was just a bunch of PlayStation gift cards. But what I was gonna do was, I was gonna get him the laptop for school because he needs it.
Definitely.
And then I was gonna also get him a gaming PC. And the gaming PC is like
Everything.
a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean like
A gaming PC because that's the new thing. They want to do the games on the PC. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna do that for him because Black Friday they had it. I seen one that's typically like $1,000. It was like $400. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So my dude was like, "Here, grab it for him."
You get it for him.
Nice
No.
deal.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
God.
I did not get it because he was misbehaving.
Bad.
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I would
Being
do?
naughty.
If he was being nice, I would get it and be like, listen, nigga, just because you was acting up, you know what I'm saying, and you wasn't doing right, you not getting it. So now you got to show and prove for
yeah.
you to get it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
That's
Right.
my best friend.
That would give him some more incentive, like, okay,
Right. He got to do it.
I know I've been screwing up.
Yeah.
And at least he could comprehend the fact that I've been screwing up a little bit. My mom did get it for me, and I'm not going to get it.
But how about showing because he typically knows that he gets whatever he asks
Right.
for. You know what I'm saying? As
If
long
he
as he
don't-
does his part, he
Right.
gets what he's the only child. He gets what he asks for. So how about knowing that every year I get what I want because I didn't do what I was supposed to do this year, I didn't get anything.
Right.
This would be the first Christmas that he doesn't get anything.
But then what if he sees he's not going to get anything? You know the only reason why I say that because I remember when I was a kid, right? I remember when I was
And how
a kid.
bitter it made you.
Not bitter, but I remember when you go to school and then everybody asks you like, the teacher asks you, well, what did you get for Christmas? And they make you make a report. What did you get? What did you get?
Yeah.
And
or
when you
did
don't
go
get
over
the
something?
stuff that you think you're going to get and you didn't get nothing,
Right.
it's like it kind of like makes you like an outcast. Like, why you didn't get anything or what?
Because
know
you
what
was
I'm saying?
bad. So
Yeah,
now you got to
but
explain
I
it. But
don't
that's
know.
true. Like it.
I would rather give him like an incentive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if he screwed up, no question about it. But I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you what you asked me for. This is what you got for Christmas. You're going to open up, look at it. Because my father did that to me one time. And he made me open it up and look at it and this, that, and the other. Now, nigga, let me take that from you.
Well, it's too late because
Put
I'm
that
not
here.
gonna buy no
it's
gaming
too late,
PC
man.
for like $1,500.
It
But
is
what
too late.
probably after Christmas, it will probably go on sale. So what I'll do is I will grab it after Christmas and it will be his birthday present. But I'm
Yeah.
still gonna give him the laptop because he needs the laptop. And
He got something.
he didn't ask for anything. All he wanted was like a PlayStation gift card. So I'll still get him the
all he
PlayStation
wanted
gift
was
cards.
Fortnite.
And I
That's
normally be
it.
giving
That's all he wants.
and I typically be giving him. I would think of extra things that I think that he would like and get it for him. Like typically every Christmas time, like some J's will come out. I always get it for him, even though he's a kid. They be like, I don't want to go nowhere. So basically, he grows out of all his shit because he
Yeah.
don't want to go
He
anywhere.
love hat.
Yeah. So yes. So I would typically get him little things just to like fill it up, but I don't know because I really didn't. I was like, fuck that. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, and especially how pissed
Yeah.
off he made you. We gonna get into that a little later
Yeah.
though. But yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
my son has been super good, so I'm super happy about that.
Oh,
But like I told y'all, I'm a fucking drill sergeant, so.
he a drill
I'm a drill sergeant
drill
too, but
sergeant, so
he
I
testing my
and
always-
patience
he's
right now.
younger too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. His daddy already started.
Wow.
He already got a box of toys.
A box of toys.
of toys.
You know, my girls didn't. I mean,
Already.
They all want to try, like the middle one. She's like, oh, I want to go on a shopping spree. I was like, what?
Oh.
She said, yeah, I want to go on a shopping
Wait.
spree. Huh?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the 9-year-old. She said,
That's
oh, I
right.
would, Daddy, I want to. She said, I don't want no. She
shit.
said, she told me straight up, I don't want no toys.
Mhm.
See, these are the kids nowadays. Goddamn, it. They be on this YouTube shit. Like, Daddy, I don't want no toys.
Yeah.
I want an iPhone, and I want to go on a shopping spree. I'm telling you right now, I want to go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
I said, well, you want to go on a shopping spree? I said, so how you gonna pay for it? She said, you better bring the bag. I said, what the? I said, what?
City girls, where the bag
said-
at, nigga? Where
she
the
said,
bag
oh,
at?
she said,
Where the bag
bring
at,
the
nigga?
bag.
Where
I
the
said,
bag
she
at?
said, bring the
Well,
bag.
damn.
She quick for that. She be like, I'm like, who gonna pay for that? Your wallet? Where your wallet at?
Oh,
Straight up.
Daddy.
wow.
Daddy.
I was like, for real? I was like, all right.
Yeah, you better
And the
pay
other
for
one
that
too.
shit.
She's like, yo, I want my, and the little one followed the sister.
Of
So yeah, we
course.
going shopping. I want this, I want that, I want earrings, I want this, I want this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, they doing it like that?
That's
Yes.
crazy.
It's crazy. You know what I'm
That's crazy as hell. But like I was saying,
man,
it's a
these
different
kids.
time, man. They don't really go outside anymore and play. And
That's
then
true.
I second it because the times are very dangerous. So
Yeah, man.
at least I know that they're in the house. They can be monitored in the house, but outside and stuff like that, Like
Yo,
one of my
I
son's
say-
chore is walking the dog.
Okay.
And even when he goes and walk the dog, I'm still terrified. Like I'm at my window looking for when he coming back.
Yeah, out here in Florida, I don't know. Like I said, man, I've seen some of the most weirdest shit out here in Florida. And I come from a big city, 5 boroughs, and you see all type of shit. But I'm more afraid of down here than anywhere else that I've ever been. I mean, I've only been here in New York.
In
But,
New York.
but over here is just too much weird shit going on. The amount of shit that pop on my phone about pedophiles in your neighborhood and shit like that, I never seen no shit like that in my
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's terrifying,
It's
man.
crazy. Like, I don't mean to get off the subject,
Ugh.
Nah,
but
ooh. Because it got wet.
oh wow. And
I'll
then you
never
doing
buy this cigar again.
that. Ooh.
Oh, it's nasty.
I told you let me go ahead and I'll take
That be those light dicks. That's a white man dick.
Yeah.
That's why.
This is the pink dick.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You talking about cigars? Yo, how, look, you listen to me. How you talking about cigars? You talking about white man pink dick?
Because-
Man. You know?
It's white man dick.
God,
That's
man.
why.
My God, man. This
And
is-
it's not a cheap cigar.
That's why.
I just don't like
it
it.
gotta be cheap if it's taking like a white man dick. I
It's
guess.
a brick house.
A brick house. What is that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, brick house is a big brand made in Connecticut. Yeah, this is like a $12 cigar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the cheapest.
All right.
So ooh.
I stick to my same cigars that y'all.
No, it's
started
not.
smoking.
Yeah, that dick. That's
Let's
a.
take some of this.
That's nah. I'm straight. Remember in
None of that.
Wynwood, you want the same effect that happened
Yeah,
in Wynwood?
I know.
No.
I
No.
I ain't gonna tell
Bruh.
nobody.
No, you could tell them I threw up. Mm-mm.
She couldn't have
That
it.
thing had me throwing
I
up.
told her to drink some water. She
I
couldn't
was
have
like
it.
I was like, no, I don't need no water, Hefe.
Mhm.
That shit put me on my ass.
Big time.
It'll give you a little buzz. You just gotta drink water. You know? Yeah, so what
Stay
were we saying?
hydrated.
So what were we talking? We were just talking about. I was saying about these pedophiles and shit. No,
Yeah,
but I
in
was
your
saying in the
neighborhood.
neighborhood. I was just saying something about what Meek Mill about what he was saying that he was on I don't know if we was on an interview,
Mhm.
and they were asking him about his neighborhood, and he was saying how all of the people how he was raised around all the drugs and stuff in the
Mhm.
neighborhood and things like that.
Right.
And what he's saying, that kind of really touched me when he said it, because it's like really true. Because I remember when I was a kid, and you got to think about it. You living in the hood, and you got this neighborhood that's really nice and well-to-do or whatever. But in our neighborhood, you would think, the way we live and everything like that, people get locked up all the time and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
But when these people get released, you're talking about murderers, killers,
Mhm.
child molesters. These people are living on your block.
Right.
Right.
These people are living next door to you.
Exactly.
I remember one time it was a spot because I was born in Brooklyn, I was raised in Queens, so I used to always have to go down to Brooklyn and get my haircut. But my father was tired of sending me down to Brooklyn to get my haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a barber shop. There was a barber in the neighborhood. The barber was called Mr. Cox.
Mm-hmm.
and nobody like going over to this barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Because they say he be zeking people, like he be messing up your hairline.
Oh.
So nobody likes to go there.
Yeah.
But you know, my parents, they didn't give a damn. Like, you going to that barbershop, and then the whole day everybody giggling. You went to Mr. Cox, you went to Mr. Cox. So everybody used to go to this barbershop, right? You got zeked by Mr. Cox, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these are old school players that all go to this barbershop. And there was just one dude in the neighborhood that he had came home for jail, but everybody knew he was crazy. He was a killer. So I was in the barbershop getting my hair cut, and I never forgot. I'd never forget this time. I was in a dude. It was back in the day when this dude had the hot shaving, the shaving cream. He was shaping, it was cutting my hair, like shaping me up. And the nigga was like, "Who's this little nigga in the chair, Mr. Cox?" He's like, "Who's this little nigga in the chair, Mr. Cox?" He's like, "Give me that goddamn blade. I want to cut his motherfucking throat."
What
I
the
was
fuck?
Scared. Yo, I was scared. I ain't never forgot. I was
That's
like, I wanted to
crazy.
get out the chair right then and there with the shaving cream on me and all, like, he cut me up. He's like, "Who's this little nigga right here, Mr. Cox?" He's like, "Man," he's like, "Joe," he said, "Man, leave that little boy alone, man. He just here to get his hair cut." And this dude, Mr. Cox, is a big dude, big white, older dude and whatnot. He's like, "Yo, give me that blade, Mr. Cox. I want to cut his motherfucking throat right here."
Damn.
I'm like, God damn, this nigga's this. And I was, because what it was,
That's
when he
some
came in the
crazy
barbershop, I was like, damn, because he was a dude that everybody was talking about in the neighborhood.
Right.
Like, oh, he's home. This dude is home
Right,
now.
right.
I swear to God, I don't care what neighborhood you in. It gotta be that one nigga that come home for jail. Like,
Yeah, that you know.
oh
Oh, yeah.
my God.
Once he home,
So was home.
it's terrorists.
You already know that this motherfucker's gonna terrorize the neighborhood. It's like when the nigga come to the hood, it's like a big black cloud. Oh my fucking God. If he get locked up, niggas be like, oh God, they locked him up.
Yes, they locked this nigga
You know what I'm
up.
saying?
They got
Like,
freedom.
oh my
They got
God,
freedom.
Oh my God, this nigga's gone. And this nigga was home, so he was like, damn. And then the nigga was like, yeah, he said, "Give me that fucking blade, Mr. Cox. I'm gonna," because I was looking, I said, "Oh shit, that's so-and-so. That nigga's a killer and shit."
Yeah.
He was just in the barbershop, and he was like, "Who's this little nigga, Mr. Cox? I'm gonna cut this motherfucker's throat." And I'm like,
But
"What?"
why?
He was just
I guess because
fucking
you was
around.
eyeballing you, or he was just
I
trying to scare
looking at
you.
him, but I think as I got older, I realized that he was just really gigging on me, just playing.
Okay.
But he was doing it in a way where he was just a rough and rugged nigga from the neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't gonna do it. But
Okay.
me as a kid,
Yeah, you think
I'm
like,
like,
oh,
oh shit, this
nigga
motherfucker.
gonna
I'm like
cut me.
8 or 9 years old, maybe
Yeah.
10,
Oh, nah.
the most.
He needed his ass.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. But then he got killed in the neighborhood, and everybody's like, oh,
Yeah, that's
oh,
crazy.
that's
God.
so
It's like a
fucked
shame,
up.
like, you know, huh?
That's fucked up.
What?
You're like, everybody was like, damn.
I
Yeah,
swear
like,
to God, he got murked in the
woo.
hood. He
That
was fucking
nigga
with
did.
somebody. He was fucking with the wrong one, and they couldn't take it. He got murked in the
They
hood.
blung
and
his
niggas like,
ass.
God damn, this nigga's
Yeah,
gone.
that's some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Even everybody went like,
Everybody was in relief.
That's
But
some
damn,
shit.
yeah.
it's so fucked
You know
up.
what I'm saying? It was like,
To
when
be
he
that
got,
much of a terrorizer.
yeah, when he got killed, it wasn't like a shock, like, oh, pff.
Yeah.
It was just a matter
Like,
of time. It was
damn,
he
he
went
was a
across
good
town,
dude.
fucking with some dudes across town. They shot him out of socks, and niggas was like, well, word. They shot him out of socks. That's what happens. He got shot out of fucking socks.
And typically, when a nigga gets shot and killed, his shoes be
Yo,
across the street.
Yo, they shot him out of socks. You know, they shot him out of socks. This is
Damn.
one of my partner's fathers used to tell me that shit. He used to be like, yo,
Yeah.
when he first showed us about guns and shit, he was like, yo, he said, anytime you pull a pistol out, he said, you shoot
better
them
be
out
ready
they
to shoot.
motherfucking
Yeah.
socks. I said, God damn.
Blang, blang.
He said, I'm gonna tell you right now, this pistol is not a talk piece, it's not a conversational piece. He said, you pull this motherfucker out when it go back in your pocket, make sure it's smoking. He said, I don't give a damn. He said, when you pull it out, he said, don't say it's not a conversational piece. When it come out, it's nothing but bullets and gun smoke. It go back in your pocket smoking. God damn.
Wow, West.
Crazy.
That's what he said. That's what he told us. So that's what it
Damn.
is.
Crazy. So you were naughty or nice growing up?
I was naughty.
So did you get no? You already explained naughty or nice.
That was nice.
I was nice too.
I was a naughty motherfucker.
No, I was nice too.
I was always doing some bullshit.
No, I was nice too. I always got everything that I wanted. Like even when my father was in prison, like I would always like have all the fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I was getting it.
Yeah, I would always have all the fly shit. Like my uncles and shit would pull up and be like, I'd be like, okay, y'all can style on me right now, but when my uncle pull up, y'all already
on.
know.
Like don't
Bikes,
come.
big ass damn Barbie doll houses and shit like that. And everybody, oh my God. Yeah, it was lit though. It was lit though. So Merry Christmas to all. You know what I'm saying?
And
If
to
y'all
all
kids
a good night.
and if y'all kids is naughty as fuck, y'all gonna get shit.
Exactly.
I'm not with that. You got to get your kids something, man. That they think
Even if they naughty?
Well, yeah, man, he still got to
Your
give
little
him
ass
something,
was
man.
bad.
They can't get, you
Your
know,
little
I
ass
use it
ain't
as an
getting
incentive.
nothing.
I'd be like, I won't give it to them until they improve.
Right,
Because sometimes
but I agree
when
with
kids
that,
see
though.
that,
I agree
when
with that,
kids
though.
see that, they try to work a little harder
Right.
to do the right thing.
That's true.
But
So
because
I'ma
I
definitely
remember how
put
I
that into
felt
motion.
when I didn't get certain stuff, it really stayed with me. Like, damn, I didn't get it. I felt when I went to school and stuff, I felt like an outcast. Like, damn, everybody got this, and I don't got nothing to say. I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So that's the only reason why I say that.
So
you know what I'm saying?
definitely, I'm going. You know, I'm gonna still go pick him up some things.
Yeah, but
I will
just, I
put that
would
into
use it.
play.
I would just wouldn't give it to him. Be like, you're not getting it, because you know damn well why you're not getting it. I don't have to
Exactly.
explain to you. You know why you're not getting it, right? What did you do in school this year? What was you supposed to do? You didn't do it, so you're not getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do what you're supposed to do and pick yourself and get on the ball,
Yeah.
maybe you'll get it.
Exactly.
You know.
But yes, we all have our different ways of how we gonna discipline our kids when it comes to like Christmas time. So this was the Naughty or Nice segment, and stay tuned.
Here we go.
Here
Stick
we go.
around. We got some good shit for y'all coming up. All right, so now we gonna jump into this week's Sass. We got quite a few things to talk about. I don't even know where to start. I mean,
Start at the top.
oh, well, what I really want to talk about is Buju Banton. That man is
is out,
free.
boy.
That man is free.
He's out.
That's the son of Jamaica, man. I mean, no matter what they locked him up for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the man is a martyr. You know what I'm saying? He's a good man. He's a reputable man, and
Conscious man.
yes, a very conscious man. You know what I mean? So, you know, for all that he went through in prison and stuff like that, you know, with them trying to really like break him because, you know, he's a Rastafarian. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They try to, you know, don't allow inmates to like give him their fruits and stuff like that, and the things that they really did to him and tried to
But the
oppress
bottom
him.
line
But
is,
I'm happy he's
what-
free.
You know what he is? He's a statue of, to me,
Mhm.
is resilience.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
you could put him through. You could put us through a lot of shit, and we gonna come out the other
He's
end.
war tested,
And you
man.
can see that he came out. He looking good.
Oh, he's still, yes. That's what I was talking about today. I
And
said the man
he
looked
looking
good.
healthy,
His
he's
skin
looking
looked good. Yeah.
That's, you know, jail do that too. It keeps you nice and young and healthy. You eating good. You eating clean, and he's already clean already because he's a Rasta, so you know he's
exactly.
eating good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But the most the terriblest thing to me is that he did his time, and that's the effed up thing. Is that he did his time. Why he gotta leave the country? Why he gotta leave for?
The sentencing, sorry, because I'm a little lit off of what we drinking here. So my words kind of slurring right now. But the sentencing that he went through, he voluntarily opted for deportation. What that entails is if you voluntarily opt for deportation, like within 3 years, you can basically file and come back to the state. Versus if they deport you personally, it's like 10. It's like a 10-year ban.
You voluntarily.
So that gave him the lessest time possible to serve in the jail and then to be home.
Well, he
free.
did a substantial amount. He did almost 8 years.
Exactly,
man.
exactly.
He
So
did-
basically,
I think he had a 10-year. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not. Don't quote me on it. But I think he had like a 10-year sentence. And if he did that 10-year sentence with the feds, which means he had to do 85% of that time.
exactly.
Which with the 85% of the time with the feds, every 90 days you get 52 days off a good time. So that's how he probably came up. Because normally off of a 10-year bid, you do about 8.5 years, and I think that's about what he did, if I'm not mistaken.
right? He did, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But normally that's what the feds do. If you are immigrant and you're not a citizen of the United States and the feds, normally what they do, you may be thinking you going home, but as soon as sometimes you be thinking you going home, and they deport your ass immediately. You would think like the next, you like, okay, I'm about to get out of here. Next thing you know, INS are coming.
Yeah,
like,
now you in ICE
bring your
custody,
ass to
exactly.
me,
And now you
and they
sitting
ship
there
your ass
for
out of
another
here.
2-3
So now,
years.
if that was the case, why didn't you just let me go ahead and go off to my country and let me just do my time over there?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
But you know the system got to get a piece of you, man. The
I
system
understand they got to get a
you.
piece of me, but but the thing is that the most effed up thing about it is that you paid the penalty for the crime. So it should be with this prison reform thing. That's I think it should be one of the pieces you should really reform.
Right.
If you do your time, it should be a ways where you not being penalized twice for it, because you got a lot of people out here that's, you be surprised with the feds, people that got felonies and that's been charged with crimes and did heavy numbers and heavy time,
right.
and they still walking around here with that felony still on they back. Never been in no trouble, never did nothing else, but they got to walk around with this around. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at some point in time, it should be like, yo, if you ain't getting no trouble 10 years, 15 years down the line, you ain't never did nothing wrong. Your rights and everything should be restored to you, and you should be straight. You shouldn't have to worry about, I gotta go get a, because when you federally, when you get, people don't know, when you go with the feds and you get indicted with the feds and you do time, it's not like the state. You know what I'm saying? Like this governor can give you a pardon, but when you get federally charged, the only person that can pardon you and get you out of jail is the president.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
The president is the only one that can pardon you.
Any federal charges you get is you versus the United States of America.
Exactly. That's what it says on your paper. It says so and so United States. The United States versus so and so. That's the whole
and when you see
power
that
of the
shit,
United States.
that shit make your
It's not
dick
a
jump
joke.
or your pussy twerk.
Absolutely.
Oh
It's
shit!
not a game.
Me versus United States of America? What?
You see what I'm saying? Always with some pussy twerking and some pussy
I'm just
jumping.
saying. You
You
know what I'm
understand what I'm
saying?
saying?
It do.
You can never we having a
That shit make your shit say, "Oh my god, oh my god, yeah."
Here we go. You know?
But yes,
It would.
I am happy for Buju to be out because I'm a fan.
Happy.
You know what I
Waiting
mean?
for
And
that I'm sure
yes.
he got a ton of some
and
conscious music. coming.
but his money ain't stopping. He already got a whole war tour set up. So
Yeah,
you know,
sure does.
salute
That's
to
good,
you, man.
Salute to him, man. Salute to him, man. God bless. That's what you call black resilience.
That's it.
Coming out strong.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Yep.
And watch, Cosby gonna come out the same way. He gonna do that little time y'all gave him. He gonna come out
That's
blind and everything with his cane. He gonna be out.
That's it.
And he's still gonna
Mr.
be
Bill
Bill, and he's
Cosby. He
still
gonna
gonna
be
be Bill
out there.
Cosby and
He
bitches.
gonna be out there walking right out. Watch what I'm telling you.
Well.
He's nice. I'm telling you, he's nice. Cosby right now, I'm pretty sure he's nice. He's settled in. Them niggas in there treating him how he got to be treated. He's good. Watch. Watch. He gonna come out strong. That ain't gonna beat him.
Right.
It ain't gonna beat him. Watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
Well, you know, I hope that man comes out as well and be able to, you know,
Yeah,
withstand everything that he's going through, you know, because I mean,
He gonna-
I don't have any
he-
proof of
he got
what
his
was
punishment.
going on.
He got his punishment. He doing his time, and that's that.
Exactly.
But I guarantee when he come out, they're gonna try to crucify him.
Of course, as usual, but he already served his time, and on top of that, he paid the chick off, so she won all around the board.
Yeah,
Bitch.
but no, they just want to use him as an example. That's what happened to his ass.
That's what happens
Exactly.
all the
They
time.
want to use his black ass and show him it don't matter how much money you got, black man, and that goes for all. And that's the thing I said it again in another podcast. Cosby was a perfect example to show you it don't matter what you done contributed to the community.
Right.
Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter what you done did. Violate and do some bullshit, and your black ass is going down.
Exactly.
That's really
You
the
going
bottom
to
line.
jail?
Going to
Going
jail.
to jail.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
going to
But
jail.
you know what's funny?
You're going to fucking jail.
You know what's funny? And we talking about Cosby again. I don't know if y'all seen this on the news, and I'm just trying to be real informative, and I don't really know the man's name, but being that, you know, I'm from New York, this was always talked about. This man that got that little slap on the wrist for having them little 13-year-olds and having all them rich niggas, which Donald Trump participated in these parties too. Okay? He participated in these parties too. This man would have an island. There's an island. I forget the name of the island. I forget the name. I think it was Paris. I forget the name of the island. But this dude, they talking about him right now, saying that because he was charged for having sex, having these parties with underage girls. They were like 13-year-olds. He would get all these rich, wealthy dudes would go to this island and have sex with 13-year-olds. I mean, young girls. These girls right now are trying to sue him. And what he's been doing, he's been paying them off quietly. Like, okay, let's pay him off. But he just got charged. The dude got a slap on the wrist.
Of course.
And the reason why it happened was because Donald Trump,
He pardoned him.
Department of Justice, he got charged by the feds.
Wow.
So now they're trying to go back into it, like how he just got this sweetheart deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, it has to be a ton. There's tons of girls. Now these girls used to be 13. Now they're
adults.
older.
Yeah.
They're adults, and they're suing him.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, how he's not gonna go to jail?
Yeah.
He got like a sweetheart deal. I don't even think he's going to jail.
Typical. That's the typical shit for
Like I said,
the bitch ass cracker.
Not the bitch ass. Yeah, he's a bitch ass cracker, but again, he got the complexion for the protection.
Of course.
You gotta have
All
that.
it is.
You gotta have the
That's
complexion for the
exactly
protection to
what it
play out here now.
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I mean? I mean, the dude, this was, and I'm telling you, it's like a little, I mean, in New York, things happen in New York. And these are like rumors. It was like a rumor that was going around. Like it was a rumor, but nobody really, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big deal because these dudes got power.
Right.
But it was big, wealthy politicians, big dudes with money. This guy would have these parties with young girls from 12 years old, 13-year-old girls. These girls,
Crazy,
some of these girls
man.
are all virgins and all type of stuff. That was
Crazy.
the part of the party. Like if
Yeah.
you wanted a virgin
Yeah.
girl, 13. You imagine
Did
this
you see
shit?
in
Yeah, these nasty old shriveled up
man.
little.
See in the movies, basically.
Crazy. No, it wasn't.
That's
This is
crazy.
real life
Yeah,
shit.
I know, but
Yeah,
Real
but
life
typical that shit that you would
Real
see
life shit.
in
And
a
you got
movie.
dudes out here like, again, back to Cosby. Look at this man. This man got the man is worth millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Millions of dollars. And that's what he was doing, having parties, specifically parties with just young girls.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these girls didn't even know what these parties were, and these men would just take. You could pick what you did. He was on an island, so it
Right.
wasn't. You had to be invited to
Yeah,
this
to
island
be
to
there.
get to this island, and it was just young girls, and you could have sex with 13-year-olds.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. You can imagine like
Crazy.
the
And
horror
this
that
was
the
going on
little
from back
girls
like in
went
the
through.
90s.
Of course.
So he's been doing this shit for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's freaking
Crazy.
So crazy, man. But
Crazy. And that's what he's been doing for decades now. He's been paying these girls off
Yeah.
to not say nothing, not talk. And now Donald Trump and his people at the DOJ, at the Department of Justice, they just gave the man a slap on the wrist. I think he got probation on some bullshit. Bullshit. He got some bullshit. He not even going to jail. Bullshit.
bitch ass cracker.
Complexion for the protection.
That's fucking crazy.
Telling you.
Well, I mean, speaking about the reform thing, I wanted to talk about Meek Mills and just, about all of the speeches and all of the things that he's been doing lately. I know y'all wanted to talk about that.
it was like I said, it's a great
He's been
thing.
on interviews. He's been on the news.
Oh yeah, he's been really
It's
pressing
been
for
really-
it.
yeah.
Because he definitely, like, this man been on probation for like his whole
Yeah,
life.
it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. And
Some petty shit too.
The thing that caught me is just like it's like in every neighborhood. You in a neighborhood where it's like a war zone. People getting shot, people getting killed, people getting robbed. You know, so and so just got home. You know he a killer.
Yeah.
He's here. He's there. So why would you not want to carry a pistol? Why
Right.
would you not want to protect yourself?
Exactly.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
here's my thing though, right? Although these men are felons, like they are celebrities, at a certain point, they are protecting their well-being.
Right.
They're no longer in the hood or the streets busting their gun.
Well, that's
Right.
But they're celebrities. They should be entitled to carry something to protect themselves.
that is true.
protection.
That is definitely true. And I've said it to a lot of other dudes that I know that celebrities. When you become that and you
Say it
come,
with your
when
chest.
you get in that stage, the thing about it, why a lot of these dudes get in trouble, they still mixing. They don't know how to separate the
Right.
street life
There we go.
from that celebrity life.
That's what
and
it is.
you not that dude no more.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that dude, that yellow breezy. And I'm gonna tell you this something that Bootsy, he says it. Bootsy, he says it all the time. He's like, yo, niggas do not love you in your hood.
Yeah.
Once you get big, you need to get
You
out
need
the
to
hood.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stop going
Exactly.
back to the hood. These niggas
Yeah.
don't love
But
you
here's
there.
my
Yeah.
thing. Meek Mill wasn't really doing the stuff like no really street stuff.
No, he
more.
wasn't
He
doing
was
the
just
stuff, but
wheeling
he had
motorcycles.
right. But the thing is, he just got caught up with a real almost you could almost call it a racketeering type government in Philly that gave him this 30-year
Yeah.
probation sentence or
Crazy. What
lifetime.
the fuck?
It's
How
a trap.
Is that even legal?
Well, it's
Jesus
legal
Christ.
in Philly. It's legal a lot of places. They've been doing this. He's not the only one. There's a lot of people out here doing that. You know what I'm saying? I know dudes that do like I know dudes that got caught with like not even 8 balls, like three, four pieces of crack and got 5 years.
Damn.
5 years. Young niggas like
Jesus
15,
Christ.
16, 18 getting big numbers.
The things they do to us, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And it's all about, you know what it is too?
Lock them up, sit them down.
You know what it is too? And like I said, and like we said from last week, these crackers got a plan. And all they really trying to do is put a jacket on all us brothers. And they want to scar us. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want us to move forward. So they
Right.
rather, whether it's one person, they don't care. Whether it's one person, they catch one person to put on paper, 2 people to go send to jail or whatever they want to do. The bottom line is they need to scar us, breaking up the family, breaking up our,
I agree.
taking the men's out the family,
Right.
taking the men out the home, leaving the kids with single mothers. And all
I don't
that.
like
Nothing.
men's no more.
No.
You don't like who? Here we go again. We having a serious conversation, and she's talking about mans and dicks
no,
over
wait,
here.
I'm sorry. Remember the dude who was like, he not gays no more. He not gay no more.
Who said that?
I'm gonna have to pull it up, and then I'll
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
But yeah,
funny, though.
it's a wretched cycle, and
It is, man.
and the system is only designed for us as blacks. It's not designed for anybody.
No, it's
else.
not. It's definitely two books out here. You know, when we go in front of the judge, because you go in front of a judge, a white man, me and this white boy did the same crime. The judge just sit down and be like, we need to talk. This is your family to the white boy. But when the black man come up, 5
You're
years,
an animal.
Yeah.
You're
You're
an
a piece of
animal.
shit.
You knew what you were doing.
and you're going
You
in.
fully understand.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, it's
Under
these
the
niggas
jail.
know what they doing, man. They in the back room and they planning this shit, and they've been planning this shit for decades for us. And right now it's really coming to light, but this been going on forever. You know, and it's a shame. It's really a shame. I don't know if y'all seen that video. I think I might have sent it to you, and maybe you might be able to put that up. And it was in Louisville, and the cops are like abusing the dudes inside the cell.
Oh, in the
and whatnot,
cell,
you
yeah.
know?
All I need, bro, I don't give y'all problems like that, bro. I do not give you problems like that, Shorts, bro. Bro.
All you had to do is take the strings down, dude.
I'll take them down next time, bro. Y'all ain't have no problem with me, bro. I swear to God.
The amount of people that's been happening
Yeah.
to on Rikers Island, and I've heard it when I was a kid.
Man.
I was like, yo, when I was young, I was a kid, I was like not terrified, but I just knew that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard the stories from Rikers,
Heard
and
the
it like
stories.
it gives you chills.
Right. And not only that, I was a big-headed, ugly nigga. So on top of that, I was always known. All my niggas that
The
went
young
into jail,
guard, nah.
all my niggas that went in the Rikers, all my niggas that went in the Rikers, they all came back with $150s. And a $150 is a big knife
Scar
cut
across
down,
your face.
A big knife cut down
Yeah,
in your face.
but-
I was already a ugly
that was on
nigga,
the streets, too.
A big-headed nigga, and I needed to get a $150 on my face. I said, man, fuck, I'm not going to fucking jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's the thing. I was watching I was booed up with baby, and we were
You always booed up.
yeah.
You love being booed up,
I
don't
do.
you?
I
You love
do.
being booed up.
I know.
What you like to be doing when you were booed up?
Dee-dee-da-da, booed up.
You see? You booed up?
But yes, so me and baby was chilling, but it was just like, he was just there, he was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Shit that a man and a woman does not fucking do.
Right.
So we were watching yeah. His dick was on my ass, yes. Basically, we were watching The Hate You Give. We were watching The Hate You Give. I don't know if any of you saw that.
Not me.
Man, I don't really cry when it comes to movies. I don't know. I like for the
Motherfucker, I
as
cry.
getting
Where
older.
did you see? Where did you see it?
We were Netflix and chilling.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it
on my
called?
Fire Stick because my Fire Stick is jailbroken. Ow.
Oh, I just got this other shit. I gotta get you.
Well, get you a
some
Fire
other
Stick.
shit.
I'll hook you up. No, no.
He said he
no,
had some other shit.
no.
Oh, so you talking about get Fire Stick and you're gonna do what to who on national TV? Talk about it.
No, I was just.
You want to both get us
I
pulled
was
out
just
of it? Did
saying-
I talk to you about last
listen,
week about conspiracy?
I was
I don't
saying-
know what you're talking about.
What I was
I'm
saying
not a
is-
part of it. I don't know nothing.
What I was saying is, I'm a Prime member of Amazon, so you get special privileges.
Right.
That's what I do.
Well, listen, I don't got nothing to do with it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm telling. I'm telling.
Hey,
I'm a
didn't hear
civilian now. I'm telling.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm
I
telling.
just said I'm a Prime member. I pay
ain't got nothing to do with it.
my $11.49 a month. That's
Oh, okay.
I
All
get.
right.
They
There you
always
go.
text me say, "Hey, this is available on Amazon Prime. Tune in. Oh, let's watch The Hate You Give," and we watched it.
Oh, so you see it on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yes, we
So
did.
that's why I have to go to finals. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
put myself on
we
blast
were
in a
watching
minute,
it,
so I
and
got
The
out.
Hate You Give. I don't have to explain it. You guys could Google it and go on. It was it had great reviews, and it was an amazing movie, and it was just it really brought emotions out of me. I cried. I was like boo-hoo crying, and
Really?
he looked at me. He was like, because I'm always tough.
Yeah, you a tough fuck right there.
And he was like, babe, you crying? And I was like, yeah, because it really touched me to see that all the time our people always go through the same shit. The police kill us, they beat us, we get oppressed, and nothing comes out of it. And it was just like the young man in the movie, he got killed. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting emotional too. The young man got killed in the movie. He pulled a brush and the cop just shot him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just terrible. And it was just like nothing out of it. The grand jury acquitted him. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, what the fuck? It was just like, why is it all the time that they kill us for no reason? They treat us like dogs. You know what I'm saying? And it was very emotional. And it's just to show that like how the system treats us. It's just like we don't matter.
Yes, and that's exactly what it is.
We don't matter.
Man.
And if y'all haven't watched that movie, and if you're African American, you fucked up. If you went and watched all them other cracker movies and you haven't went out and watched The Hate U Give, you better go watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very good movie, and we need to support our people and what we do to bring awareness for what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way these other folks is going to realize what we do go through as black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you like it's two different systems, man. It's two different systems, and it was just horrible. And it just touched home because when you think about Trayvon Martin, you think about all of these kids that's been killed. You know what I'm saying? All the people that died in the hand of the people that's supposed to be providing justice to us.
Zimmerman doing that fuck shit.
Exactly,
with the
and he's still going around talking a bunch of shit about it. You know what I'm saying? And he's still able. And the thing is,
I'm gonna tell you something. You reap what you sow, man.
You do. But my thing is too, like we still got to touch, but we can't be biased because it's still a whole lot of black on black crime too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We can't go keep continually killing ourselves.
We need to start understanding where we gotta refocus that energy. We gotta refocus that energy, man. We gotta stop the black on black crime and we got to stop killing each other because that's the first thing they say. Look at them niggas out there in that neighborhood. They're killing each other all day.
And that's why it continues to be that way because, they kill themselves anyway. If we cut that shit, them crackers don't have nothing to say about us killing each other because it ain't there. So basically, it's like, why does this matter when y'all doing it anyway? Exactly. But if he don't kill y'all gonna kill yourself.
You know, and they always say, it's terrible too because what I say is, there's so many brothers, man. It's so many brothers that's behind them big walls in penitentiaries, walking around like zombies that they really never ever gonna see the light of day.
Yeah.
Right.
Ever gonna come home or ever gonna see their family or you know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
Even though now in the feds you get the fucking FaceTime, you know what I'm saying? You get the FaceTime with your family and things like that. But still, they behind these walls. And sometimes they've been behind the walls for so long that they lose touch with their family.
Right.
Absolutely.
They don't have no family in the street. Or not only did they don't have family in the street, they jailing. So what's going on the street, that's not their life.
That's
no
not their
more.
life, exactly.
That
So
life
don't
is
matter.
behind that wall, and that's their life. They not worried about the outside world no more. That's not their life no more. But you got some real good brothers that's behind that wall that I feel, even though, they might have did a lot of shit and brought the drugs to the neighborhood and things like that. But what we got to understand, and a lot of people that don't understand, is that we only did what we had. These niggas did what they had to do.
Exactly.
We played the cards that we were dealt. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, doing what we had to do. A lot of people don't want to sit in poverty.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We want to eat and live good and be good and drive good and do all that other stuff. We had to do what we had to, we had to do what we had to do.
Exactly.
And them dudes had to do what they had to do. But at some point in time, man, give a nigga a chance to
I don't feel
rehabilitate
like
himself and come back.
They
You know
just
what I'm saying?
basically, I just think these crackers, they like throw up a Rubik's Cube or dice, whatever that shit drop on. Oh, get that nigga that time. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, but you know what it is now? It's not about you talking about going to jail and it's talking about it's a correctional facility. You say correctional facility means it's you going there to be corrected.
Right.
But it's not that no more.
It's not because
business
after they've served their time.
It's a business now. The jail system is the new form of slave.
But it's always been a big business.
and
because
it's a business that they privatizing these jails.
You say basically it's rehabilitation, it's
And it's
correction.
not. It's
But when
not.
they come out, you still don't restore their rights to do anything. So
It's
what
not.
what
Exactly.
fucking form
So
of
basically, you
correction
just set
and
this up-
rehabilitation
you
it
set
is?
these brothers up to come home to fail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got
To
a lot
get
of
put
these
back
dudes,
in that system to keep
like-
them enslaved.
Like, okay, which I'm not condoning this shit. Whatever I'm not condoning it or whatever the case may be. But just to give an example, you got these dudes that come out, okay, you a pedophile. Whatever you did, you got caught up, you was a pedophile, but they can't get no housing. They can't live nowhere. They can't go nowhere. Just like, I think what was like 5-6 years ago, that group of people that was living under some bridge down in Miami, all of these brothers, man, all these brothers, I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I was working at
And
this
they kicked
place,
them
right?
up out of there too.
Right. I was working at this place, right? I was working at a plasma center. And this plasma center, for you to come in, you had to have an address and things like that. So I was like a manager at that time. I was working at this place. And this brother came in and, you know, I had to go in and talk to him and tell him, listen, you know, you don't have no address. You can't, you know, you cannot come and donate or whatever the case may be, whatever the stipulation was or whatever. And the dude told me, he said, listen, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest with you. The reason why I really need this money, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, I got convicted and I was a I'm a convicted, I've been convicted of, you know, of being a child of pedophilia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, and I'm living under this bridge, but they kicking us all out of there and I have nowhere to go and I haven't eaten in like 6 days.
Yeah.
Now, how could I tell his brother, he looked just like me, to tell his man, nah, man, you can't get no money. I did something for him and got him through and made him and let him get, you know, get a little money. Cause just imagine if I would have told him no. I said, man, get out of here. You can't. He would have, if he would have went over, if I wasn't there that day and he would have got somebody else, guaranteed they would have threw him out of there.
Of course.
So now just imagine, I'm telling this man, no, man, you can't get none of this money. Now it's your daughter, your son, or whatever. This man is out in the street. He ain't got nowhere to eat, or your mother, he done knocked your grandmother over the head. He done did something, ripped somebody, got nowhere else to go. How is this man supposed to, how is he supposed to survive?
Exactly.
You know?
Terrible situation, man.
Sad.
And I told him, I said, yo, I'm gonna allow you to do that. And he came all the time and he came doing it. And no one ever, I could have lost my job for it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I could have lost my job for it.
Yeah.
But I gave that to him to get just 20, to get that little bit of money. It was like $20, $30 every other day for him to eat. You know, and he came religiously. He never gave a problem. He never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he just came and got that money. But just imagine, you know what I'm saying? He got turned away.
I was watching, you know, like, honestly, I can say now that I'm a fan of Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I mean, maybe I judged him off of the scrutiny that everybody has, you know, the public image portrayed against him, and there may be some things that I didn't disagree with, but I don't know that brother, so I can't judge him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was going through and I was looking. I was listening to his Luca Brasi 3 album and stuff like that, and I was listening to Great Man. That song he got called Great Man.
I didn't hear it.
The video made me cry again.
Oh my God.
It was touching because it was all these men that, you know, basically were in prison and they wanted to turn around and be good for their kids and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, like stuff like that, like you always hear like the negative shit about like what he does, but when he does do his due diligence, and not to mention that he's a great family man, he's all about, you know, he's all about his religion and stuff like that, and you know he's a great man to his kids, and he's pushing the awareness of being a great man. You know,
there's some niggas that's in prison that's supposed to be in
fan.
prison and they should stay there. Like that piece of shit cocksucker that just got convicted, you know, from Virginia, who ran down that young lady, which she slips my mind again.
It's Heather.
You know what I'm saying?
Her first name is Heather, but I can't remember her last name because I know one of my friends that used to live in North Carolina. He's out there grinding. He was out there grinding, but now he's in Chicago doing the same thing. But he was out there grinding. I would say that he's one of the reasons why prison reform in Florida, they restored the rights of the voters in Florida, because they were in Tallahassee tearing that shit up. Every time they opened them doors, they was there making noise. Nigga, give us our rights back. So that came in, and also getting the Confederate statues took down in Florida, and the street names took it down. I would say because of him and his little squad, that was changed.
And it's a good thing,
and
man.
I seen it.
It's a good thing.
And I was scared for him. I was just like, yo, I mean, it's sad, but I was just like, yo, you doing this for what? Because people out here really not following it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to respect it. And he was like, I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it till it's changed. And it's changed. And now he moved to the next location, and he's making change in the next location. So salute to my
Like I said,
homie.
man, it's some dudes out here, you know, of course, you know, there's guys out here that's doing big numbers, big time. And yeah, they might have been selling drugs, but they didn't hurt nobody. I think those type of dudes, they should get like Obama was doing it, reducing their sentences, giving them a time to come home and to reform and to do better. But to just keep a dude locked up for the rest of their life, you know what I'm saying, that didn't really harm nobody. Like I said, there's some people that deserve it that really need
Yeah,
that really
exactly.
did some bullshit.
Once
that really
there's
deserve to
certain
be
people
there.
that's animals. Like
Yeah,
4,
you know what
5,
I'm saying?
6,
that really
7,
don't
8,
really
9.
really don't deserve
Your
to
ass
be
is,
with the
is
human
not
population.
human. Yes, you gotta go.
It's true.
But first time offenses and stuff like that,
Nah,
people getting
man.
like 5, 10 years is horrible,
man.
and that's it's very horrible. Cause you know, when we talking about, you know, injustices, we got to go into I probably butcher her name, Miss Brown, but Centoya Brown with the
Yeah.
sentencing.
We you know, not only that,
51
like
years.
we sitting down, we talking about the men, but the women's going through the same things too, man.
Right.
Same things too. Some women out here, they just get caught up, you know, doing things for their man or
I
whatever.
said that last episode.
And women out here, like
better
again, Miss
listen.
Brown, Centoya Brown, she just lost her appeal. This lady has to do, and she got locked up like around, you know, she was basically abused. She was basically abused by her boyfriend that put her into prostitution and whatnot or whatever the case may be.
Had
and
all
she
these
wanted
horrible things happening to her.
all these horrible things happen to her and stuff and things like that. The girl is young, and this girl, you know, wound
Tried
up
to
killing
protect
this
her,
man.
yeah.
You understand? Her abuser now, her
Right.
abuser that was abusing him.
Right.
This girl got to do 51 years before she even sees a parole board. She has life. She got life, but for her to be considered for parole, she got to do 51 years.
What type of fucking shit
Yo,
is that?
and she just lost her appeal on that, man. Come on, man. The girl was being abused by her, and they are and the prosecution is acknowledging the fact that she was being abused by this man. She was
still.
forced into prostitution. You understand? Was
Jesus
being
Christ.
raped and all kind of other nonsense. She wound up saying, you know, she can't take it and kill this man, and now she got to do 50 before she can even be considered for parole. 51 years.
Yeah, we also have to
Miss
talk.
Kim Kardashian, you better get on your job.
Yeah, because
You
I
out there, you know,
saw
your boy
Kim. You know, I
your
be
boy-
giving you the benefit of that.
Hell yeah.
I don't understand
Shit.
why. I'm a fan of the Kardashians. I don't care if
Shoot.
I'm scrutinized. I
Better
like
get
them.
on your job.
I like them. I feel like
That's
they
your
don't
boy.
really do nothing wrong. But if you run around doing reform for women,
Hell
this is
yeah.
one you need to look at. Also, we gonna go into I want to talk about Marissa Alexander. She was in Jacksonville. She was the one that fired a warning shot in the air.
It's another
because
one.
of
Yeah,
her husband.
she's doing like life too. Another
No.
Is she
But
Trump?
in 2017, she got released.
Oh, did she really?
And now they basically took the ankle monitor off of her, so she free, she good.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
good to
she
hear.
shot
'Cause I
that
remember
one
that
shot in
the
the
one
air.
shot.
Her husband was abusing her the same
but she
way.
did. But before that, I
She
think she
did
had
like
life
6
though.
years,
6 years, but
yeah.
she had a life sentence though, right?
Yeah, she did, and at the same time, she did a whole 6 years in prison. She did
That's terrible.
half
man.
a dozen years.
That's terrible,
It's,
man.
it's crazy the
It's
stuff that they
it's-
do to us.
Like I
man.
said, podcast, like a few podcasts. If you go back, I was talking about one of my a brother that one of my partners that I grew up with from since kids. You know what I'm saying? This dude did 27 years for a rape that he did not commit. These corrupt, nasty New York City cops put this rape on him, and the lady just like, I think about a year ago, came back and was like, after the statute of limitations ran out on her,
That's why
finally
she came out
forward.
then, so she
she
wouldn't
came
get her
out
ass
now
in
and
fucking
said,
trouble.
"Oh, it was never them," and
Yeah.
she didn't do it. But he did 27 years, my nigga. 27 years, man.
Crazy. Let me
It's
tell you
terrible,
something.
man.
The
how
system
they do
against
man.
us is horrible.
As a black people, man. These people are doing. They've been doing us dirty out here in these streets.
It's
man.
the same thing. Like I don't have time to really Google it right now or give the proper name, but I will blast it across the screen. With the video editing and stuff like that. The white kid who was in college and he raped the woman in the back of the it was like a dumpster, and somebody found him raping the chick, and then they beat him up and held him down for the police. But the judge basically said, that he wouldn't survive in jail, so gave him no jail time. But he was an athlete. I think he was like a lacrosse or a lacrosse athlete or a swimmer, a white boy,
crazy,
bitch ass cracker. And then there was
Crazy.
a black football player that was accused of raping a woman the same way, and he got sentenced.
That's crazy, man.
Exactly. So it's just a difference. Like if you guys don't see that there's some reform that has to be done within the justice system, then you a bitch ass cracker. You could be black or white or Hispanic or Asian, whatever the fuck you are. If you don't see that there's changes that's need to be done, you're a bitch ass cracker, and we're gonna give you that bitch ass cracker alert every chance we get to give it to you guys.
Right, bitch
Fucking
ass
crazy,
cracker.
man. This shit,
Cracker
this
alert.
shit gets me really emotional because
it does, man.
It's no changing. It's no changing to it.
It was another story too. I don't think I told y'all about this. I think I might have sent it to you. But they were saying about like how some of these, you ever see in court like these fathers attack the accusers who like did something to their child.
Right, you did send it to me.
This one dude, this is so crazy. This one dude was in his house. He lived in a rural part of Texas and whatnot, right? A rural part of Texas or whatever the case may be. He comes outside his house. He hears his daughter screaming, like crying and screaming. Like his daughter's like 8 or 9, like same age as my daughter.
Right, yeah.
He goes around
like
to like a barn area, goes behind the
and
barn.
This dude is raping his daughter.
He sees the guy on top of his daughter raping his daughter.
So he beats him to a bloody pulp.
Yo, he beats the dude to a bloody pulp. Being that he lives so far and so in a rural area, he calls the ambulance. He calls 911. He calls 911 and he says, yo, this guy's not going to survive. Please send somebody out here to try to help him. This is the same dude that raped his daughter.
Exactly.
Now. They finally get out there. When they get out there, the guy dies. The guy dies. They try to charge him. He's a white guy.
He beat it though.
He beat that case.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking like, yo, what about brothers and stuff like that? They've been brothers that does stuff like that jump over and they try to charge them and things like that.
The whole thing is like in the act of like a violent crime.
Yeah.
You able to use deadly force.
But in some states.
But for us, does that rule apply?
There you go. No. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with stand your ground. It's the same thing with stand your ground. It don't really apply. We do. I promise. Look at the guy. Look at the young man. Look at the young man in Alabama. They've seen that the young kid was shot in his back at that mall. He had nothing in his hand. They basically assassinated that black boy. You know what I'm saying?
And his father was talking about it.
The army dude who tried to stop the Yeah.
It came to find out when they looked at the autopsy, they said he didn't have nothing in his hand. The police admitted it. He had nothing in his hand.
But because he's a nigga.
But they shot him in the back. They shot him in the back.
That's the typical what they do to us, though.
Cowardice.
Yeah, man.
That's the same thing with Mike Brown. His hands was up. I don't care what he did. At that point, he retreated. His hands was in the air.
That's another thing, too.
And you killed him.
All those brothers out here who's licensed to carry firearms, you see some nonsense going on. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Let them do their job.
Mind your business.
Let them do their job.
If you under fire and he's coming attacking you, then you got all the rights to protect yourself. But man, do not try to be a hero.
But I don't understand it because 90% of mass shootings are done by the white male.
Oh, no question.
So when you walk in the door and you see a black male, you should have just it's not him. Technically, it's not him. Let me go look for the white man.
Yeah, no question. Look at the man. Look at the brother. What was it? 2 years ago, year and a half, 3 years ago. The man was in Walmart, picked up an air rifle.
Yeah,
and then police
came in and shot that man down. They didn't ask no questions.
Shot that man down and killed that man.
Bum, bum, bum.
Come on, man.
He wasn't even He was on the phone.
Man, we could sit here forever and keep.
And
we could sit here forever.
Shit,
this really could just take up this whole podcast talking about the injustices that's been going on.
We're gonna have to have a show. We're gonna have to have
almost around this world.
We're gonna have to have a show called.
People need to let us know what y'all think and what we talking about and what y'all thinking about it. Let's spark a conversation. I mean, there's plenty of conversations going on.
Right.
People are really definitely getting woke up to it.
Yeah.
But we need to keep talking about it. Keep talking about
Absolutely.
it.
You have to keep it going in order to keep it, relevant.
Keep talking about it.
We're gonna have to revisit something like this, either call it like injustice or like prison reform or something like that. And definitely go because it's just too much to talk about.
It's either we gotta be really careful out here, man. Because the thing about it is, we could do the lightest crime, and it can really bust our heads open.
Absolutely.
But the next white man, they got the complexion for the
Texas,
gets slapped
on the
same
wrist.
crime. They're gonna be like, oh man, he just a white. He just had a bad day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But us, it's a different story.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just us sitting up here talking about this, they can be like, oh, them little fuckers over there on that little podcast.
Yeah.
Well, we're paying attention. We are paying attention.
Yeah, they're paying attention, but we don't want them talking about this shit. We need to go over there and check them. But yo, we want all that smoke though.
We want all the smoke.
Listen.
We ain't saying no lies.
Right.
Listen.
It's out there.
We're not doing any criminal activity over here, so come.
All we doing is giving out content. You can take it how you want to take it.
Absolutely.
You understand? If it ain't the truth, then just come out here and say, motherfucker, you're lying. Listen. And then we can have a discussion about
as long as none of you bitch ass crackers don't mess with me and mine, go ahead, talk all your shit.
Talk that shit.
Talk your shit. But I'm here. I'm gonna talk my shit too.
Maybe somebody out there that we may be talking about, we talking to, What you gonna do about it?
Fuck you.
Do something.
Hit us
Fuck
up.
you.
Make
Fuck
sure.
you.
Fuck
You. Fuck you.
Alright,
Fuck you.
All right already.
Bitch.
yes.
All right already.
Bitch ass.
You always
Bitch
gotta
ass.
find a
You.
way to start pumping
Fuck.
your
Bam. Bam.
Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Lord have
Bitch ass. Motherfucker.
God.
Fucking
Fuck.
bitch.
Mercy.
Messing up my fucking gingerbread shirt.
Gingerbread shirt. The fucking gingerbread shirt.
We're gonna go into let's talk about that bitch ass lady in Target.
Oh, you can talk about her.
We're gonna just briefly touch on her. I be hoping that these
But
bitches
you
want to
know what?
smoke
But you know
with
what?
me when I go
See,
in
but that's the
Target or
thing I'm
any one
saying.
of
That's-
these stores.
You see,
Everybody
that's
always
what I
say
said.
that.
You
They
see, that's
don't.
why I don't know what state was that. What state was that in? What state that happened in?
I don't even know.
See, that's the shit I be talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know what
You
state
see,
that. I think it
because
was Tennessee.
You see, I said this shit before. Now, if they would have whooped her ass and really drugged
Oh,
her
it would have
ass,
been
that would have
niggerish.
sent a signal out to all them bitch ass. What we call them again? Bitch ass crack. What was it? Say?
Bitch ass cracker alert.
The bitch. That's another
Yeah,
bitch ass
it's
crack
over.
alert. She needed to get her ass whooped to even be for her even putting her nose in that business,
Oh, it's done.
whether they were talking to her or not.
You want a
What
cigar?
happened?
Might as
I
well.
don't want it. Ew.
What, okay.
Maybe you'll like it. You know, you hardcore when it comes.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
she's tough. She's tough.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hefe.
Yeah, but like I was saying, you know, if they would have whipped her ass and drug her in that fucking Target, you know what I'm saying? That would have sent a message to all the rest of the
Said drug
motherfuckers.
her
The
ass.
what? Yep,
But that's
she
what
had to
they.
get
That's
drugged.
what they expect us to do.
But that's what she deserved to
crazy.
get.
Hell yeah, because
Sometimes you
if it's
deserve that
Hefe,
shit. You deserve to get your
Hefe,
ass drugged.
please tell me if I call you. This is a collect call from Sassy.
I'll come and get you.
I'm gonna be
come
like,
and get you.
I'm gonna be like, Hefe, I had to drag this white bitch at the correctional
I got the
facility
bail
of.
money. I got the bail
Beat her
money.
motherfucking
I
ass.
got the bail money.
Because
set
let me
up.
tell you something.
Exactly.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm saying?
talking nicely. Oh, don't talk to them. Don't.
Nah.
What you said, bitch? I told you I was in Target today. I was in Target today, and you know typically I don't wear panties. So I had on
We're having a
tights.
serious conversation.
No, this is not. I'm not.
How
I'm
did
just
the panties
telling
get
you.
involved?
Listen, I'm
I don't wear panties. What does that gotta do
I'm
with
gonna
anything?
explain my story.
What the panties got to do
Let
with
me
it?
explain my story.
Go ahead.
Let me explain my
I'm gonna
story.
come talking about who gets sucky lot.
Eh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
God,
Hey.
Wait a second.
Listen.
Wait a second.
So I typically
Wait a
don't
damn
wear
minute.
panties, right? So her son basically felt up on me.
Ooh, how old was this son?
He was a little
I said
kid.
Little baby, okay.
He was little,
Oh,
and he was cute. So I was like, hey.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Let
hey.
me find out you got a little bit of
Hey, you
pedophilia.
touching?
I'm trying to see
Hey.
you got a little bit of
I was like,
Oh
pedophilia.
shit. Let me find out.
You find out you got
So,
a little bit of pedophilia
So
inside you,
I had basically my charger in like my car charger in my pocket because I took my car charger out and I had it in my dude's car.
That's still not telling me what
I'm gonna
no panties got to do
shut
with
up.
the fucking
Shut
conversation.
Shut up. But I felt like she was looking at me because of my shape. You know, they shape like cardboard. You know what I'm saying? And
Straight up
clearly,
and down. Straight
the
up
type.
and
She had that,
Listen,
what she had? What you trying to say? She had that disease? No
yeah,
ass
man.
at all.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
No ass at all. I like that. No ass at all.
No ass
So
at all.
I basically felt like she was looking at me, and then she saw her son. Her son was just like into me. He was little, but you know, she probably was like, "Get over here." At a point, she was like, "Get over here. What are you doing?"
Don't touch that black skin.
Yeah. But he was like,
dare
hi.
you,
He
little
was
boy,
like,
I'm gonna
hi.
tear you up
He was
when
like,
you
you
get
are, he was saying to his little toddler, you so pretty. He was like, he was cute with his little blue eyes, whatever.
Right.
But I was like, take your ass away from me. You probably got lice. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, don't say
At a point. No, I'm just joking. But he was cute. He was a really cute kid. He was a really cute
Because at
kid.
the end of the day, man, the kids ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah,
it. Those
nah,
shit,
exactly.
That racist shit is learned from home.
Exactly.
These kids
Yeah.
are
And I'm not
open
saying this
slates,
lady was
man.
racist. He was a cute kid or whatever like that. But I guess
just
she
ain't
probably
want-
felt a certain kind of
He
way.
just ain't want,
Yeah.
She just ain't want him touching that black
Yeah.
skin.
So
'Cause
basically-
you know once you go black, you don't go back.
That's right. And he
So
already like
basically,
black girls.
exactly. So basically, like you can hear in her tone because she was behind me. You can hear in her tone like she was agitated. I don't know if it's maybe because her kids wasn't listening because she had a whole squad with her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because her kids wasn't listening, or the fact that I was in front of her, and the fact that the person was paying more attention to me than her,
Right.
or the fact that her kid was just
It could've
into
been
me
anything.
and she didn't like it.
Right.
So her voice was a little hostile when she was like, "Excuse me, ma'am." Basically, my charger was falling out of my pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But instead of be like, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am," in a tone to make it like, okay,
A
it's
more welcoming.
a more
tone.
welcoming,
more
exactly.
welcoming
Point
tone.
exactly. A
Right.
more welcoming tone. So
Right.
she was like, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am."
Oh.
So I turned around.
Woo!
Excuse me. Do you need something?
Whore.
So she was like,
whore.
she was just like, I just wanted to tell you, your charger, and she tightened
okay.
up. Her your charger, and my at this point, my gun on my hip, and I don't have on no, yeah, because my shit, I want to let them know that I'm concealed to carry.
I told you stop saying that.
I'm
man.
concealed to carry, but I walk with my shit, but at that point, because my shit's so tight, you can see the print.
Oh.
So she's like, ma'am,
See?
ma'am. The way she was saying it was just like, what the fuck?
It was very hostile.
Yeah.
Hostile.
So when I
thought you
turned
were-
around, I flipped my hostile black bitch shit like, yes, can I help you? Can I help you? And she was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you that your charge is falling. At that point, I'm like, bitch, well, let it fall. Let it fall. Is it bothering you? Let it fall.
She was ready.
Let that shit fall, bitch.
What she say? She got ready to.
No, she was just like, I just wanted to let you know. I was like, okay, well, did it fall? And then she was like, no, I just wanted to let you know. Okay, thank you. I'm aware. I'm aware. Anything else? Because at this point, I had to watch that Target video. I'm in Target.
Yeah.
And I'm already aware of what these white bitch ass crackers are
telling you,
doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
I be hoping that these bitches be ready to turn up on me because it ain't
Listen
gonna
here,
be no
man.
typical shit. It's gonna be some.
It's gonna be some real.
Listen here, man.
Real.
I'm
ready
just
for
saying.
it. I'm ready for it.
I'm just saying.
Real.
Some of these jokers out here, these ladies out here that want to involve themselves in a conversation that don't get, and that's
Mind
one
your
thing with some
business.
white folks. They got the tendency to do that shit, man. It was one time I was in a parking lot, and I swear to God, I was in a parking lot, and I was driving this car and whatnot, and I backed out the parking lot, and I backed in, and I hit this lady's car, right? I hit this lady's car. This was years ago, and and I hit the lady's car and shit, and she didn't really know too much about having an accident and shit like that.
Right.
And this white dude came out of nowhere, like, she said, well, it's unfortunate for you, but it's good for her, because I seen everything. I said, motherfucker, what you mean you seen
pussy
everything?
ass
Get back
outta
your
here.
motherfucking car, motherfucker. He was like, he came in like, walked in like, well, it's unfortunate for you, but I seen everything, and it's good for her, because I seen everything. Well,
You see that
if you
meme?
need me, if you need me
Hey,
to tell you anything,
meme with
to
Leonardo
hit my
DiCaprio, he
car.
like,
I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch ass
Like
nigga.
Charlie motherfucking.
bitch
Yeah,
ass.
he just wanted to
Fuck
just
you
come in
coming
there
around
like
here
from
for?
out of nowhere. Well, it's unfortunate for you, but it's beneficial for you. And here's my card. I seen everything. I'm like, motherfucker.
Dumbass up out of here.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Before I clock your ass in the back of your head.
I was just saying, motherfucker, get the fuck.
But yeah, but it's just like,
they be quick to take us for one.
it was a
They be
group.
quick.
I think it was maybe like three black women. They was, they were making a little jokey joke. Was like, I can't really remember, but I'm gonna put the clip up as well.
Right.
And it was just like, they made a sexual joke, but it wasn't like they were saying like how we be talking, fuck this pussy, suck this dick. It wasn't like that. It was
Who, the white
basically
ladies?
no, the black
The
women.
black women.
Okay.
It was a reference to somebody. But it was just basically like, okay, they made
These are
it.
the ladies in Target.
Yeah, a little quick sexual pass and stuff like that. But it was like, okay, no, I don't want to be like him because she did this. So don't compare me to that. She basically comes in with her bitch ass, and they so macho with it. They all up in people's
Hell yeah.
face.
And she did. I heard it too. She was like, "Oh, y'all could all go to court because that's what the courts are
Yes,
built for.
exactly.
Y'all all gonna be in court." Yo,
And-
she
and-
should have
and-
got.
yeah,
Yo, I'm telling you,
I would have drug her ass.
you people out here. I'm telling you, they out. The reason why they like that because Donald Trump done put batteries in
Oh
their
yeah,
back.
definitely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You need to start letting them know Donald Trump's in the White House. Them motherfuckers that are out here with us, they need to start getting drugged out here. Once we put that and let it go viral, like they whooped. Did you see what happened to that lady in fucking Walmart? That black lady, that white, they whooped her ass.
Yeah.
she got drugged up and down the aisles.
When you
Once
whoop
they
their
start
ass,
seeing that,
drag their ass.
they're gonna start.
They're gonna
thinking
retreat.
twice.
They're gonna
They're
retreat.
they're gonna start thinking twice. And they're gonna
Retreat.
stop that shit.
Back
That's
your
the same
ass
thing
up.
I said in Brooklyn with that lady with her who talked about that bullshit when
But
they
the
was
little
inside that
boy,
store.
yeah.
That's what I was saying in Brooklyn.
Hey, look at you. Come on.
It's so gentrified.
I'm not one to body shame or to,
man.
disrespect anybody.
Fuck the body shaming.
But look at you,
whoop
bro.
Their ass, drag their ass. That lady in that store that time with that little boy that did that bullshit. Soon as we found out she lied, she should have got beat the fuck up in that store.
Typically,
They should
that's
have
what she
drugged her
happened.
ass.
And that's
Sorry.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
Sorry.
That's what I be saying. That sometimes I feel like that we're too compassionate. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
We're too forgiving.
Well,
Sometimes these bitches need to get drugged.
Yo, it happens in the hood all the time. when you be in the hood and you see her, the nigga get beat down. Yo, did you hear what happened to Tata down the block? So and so whooped his ass. Word, I ain't fucking with him no more. He whooped his ass like that. Oh shit. That's exactly what needs to happen to them. When they start that shit and they start poking their nose in business that they not supposed to be poking their nose in,
beat their ass,
drag their ass. Don't let them get away. Drag their ass.
What the fuck is you doing?
That's what you need to do. I'm not saying to go look for trouble. I'm not saying to go attack nobody. I'm not saying that.
When it's brought to you, beat their ass.
They come at you the wrong way, sideways out their mouth with that bullshit. They need to get drugged.
All I'm saying
is, need to be videotaped and need to go viral to let people see.
Listen,
like, oh my God,
look at me. Look at me.
With that blonde hair.
Any one of you motherfucking white, old, elderly women.
Don't you do that.
If you ever see me, Sassy, anywhere, and you decide to test my motherfucking blackness, my motherfucking gangster,
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Gonna take the jaws.
That's all I'm gonna say.
What you said? The where?
The jaws of Jesus.
The jaws of Jesus to get me off you, man.
The jaws of Jesus.
The jaws of
Don't
Jesus
fucking play with me. Don't play with me. And when it's about me and mine,
ooh, please.
When you see me, mind your motherfucking business. I'm not talking to you, bitch ass. Cracker,
Lord.
Fuck
Okay,
out of here.
Talking about, man?
Let's talk about Kevinhart because I'm
all right, Kevin.
See, and this is another thing.
Kevinhart,
don't get fucking comfortable. People out. You see, this is the reason why I call myself Mr.Nobody. I'm Hefe, but I'm explaining to you again the reason why I say I'm Mr. Nobody. I'm nobody. I'm Mr. Nobody. Because everybody want to be like, oh, I'm down with this one. I'm part of this. I'm part of that.
Right.
And it's like, you dropping names. Motherfucker, I'm not with nobody. I'm nobody. I don't give a fuck. I'm not with anybody. And Kevinhart pretty much said the same shit. And I really appreciate the fact of what he did. Because with that fucking Grammy shit, this nigga, they went back. You see, it always happened with black people. They always want to. This man doing big movies. He's doing big arenas. He's doing big shit. Now all of a sudden that these white folks say, oh, we got this prestigious job for you, Mr. Little Black Man.
The Oscars.
We want you to do our show.
Right.
But we found some shit on your Twitter that you said some shit and you need to come apologize. Man, fuck ya. He basically said, man, fuck y'all. And fuck your show.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I appreciate that. And we need to start doing that to a lot
Remember Bernie Mac?
That's right.
Serious
fuck the show.
conversation
I like that.
about the people. And here she goes with her gyration.
Bernie
Here she goes. Here she goes.
Fuck your show, nigga.
Gyration.
Fuck that shit. I don't watch that shit.
About something serious. You understand what I'm saying?
Fuck your show.
You just love pumping, don't you?
Yeah, I
Well,
like.
just keep pumping. Show them like what you like to do. You see? Here we go.
Stop.
Here we go.
My dad be watching this, so I gotta stop.
Yeah. You need to be spanked.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see? I shouldn't have said that. She likes that.
It's almost
that kind of
time.
Talk, she likes
Where's
that.
my phone?
It's almost time.
You see what I'm saying?
I need to
It's
text
almost time.
Zaddy.
You two ladies is something else, man. I tell you.
But yeah, but they always try to make us apologize, though. You know what I'm saying? They always make us apologize for some shit, and it's just like, what the fuck? I'm not. The thing is, listen, no disrespect to the LGBT community. I don't have any problems with what you guys do.
Right.
That's your preference. I don't love you guys any less. I have friends that's gay and they're openly gay, and we love each other. We talk. We have fun. There's no issues. I'm not a homophobe. All right. But you guys are way too sensitive. They're just too sensitive. I am, but I'm sorry. It's just too sensitive. Like things can be said. No, but things can be said about everything else, but that. Like, come on, man.
Man,
like
fuck that shit.
Things could always be said, but when it comes to them, it's a game.
But you know what? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because remember, once upon a time, we wasn't even out like that. Y'all ass was in the motherfucking closet.
Right. And now you out, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now I'm not condoning. Now I'm not.
It shouldn't be this way, man.
To each his own.
Everybody gets clowned on when it comes to comedy.
And I'm gonna quote something that this man. I was listening to the Breakfast Club and something that Charlamagne said, and it is so true. You can't. There's so much people that's trying hard to come out and want to be and be themselves and stuff like that. But you got some people that just want to be undercover.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't just because you know I'm undercover, don't put me on blast talking about I like dicks on my ass and all this other kind of crazy.
Right.
That's what happened to that dude, that basketball player, that dude Dwight. You see what I'm saying? And he should have really known
But sometimes
that his ass is being set up.
Who knows if it's true? Because a lot of times
Regardless
they
whether it's true or
blackmail
not,
people.
but you know what? Like that, let them other Charlemagne the God was saying what he said. The lie is more sweeter than the motherfucking truth. Niggas like the lie better than the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the truth. So even this thing with Kevinhart, he's talking to his kid, you know, saying some jokes or whatever. You say fag, okay, that's not the right word to say, and it's not the thing to say, or whatever the case may be. Just people are just too sensitive, man. You know what I'm saying? Too sensitive.
And if everybody can take a
for it to
joke,
affect your livelihood,
yeah,
and for them to come back and try to trash you and set you back and put you back in your place, it's not the right thing.
In no way, shape, or form are we disrespecting the LGBT community,
no way.
Or disrespecting you guys. But it's just, come on, man. I just think that it's all jokes. Come on, man, it's jokes. And what's wrong with a person saying
he's a comedian?
Exactly. But what is wrong with a person saying that? Okay, listen. All hats off to you guys, respect, but I don't want that for my child, or I don't want that for my family, or I don't want that for my friend. Not saying that, okay, if that's what they are, we're gonna just, oh, fuck you out of here.
Motherfuckers are just going too far.
We're just saying that that's not what we would want for our loved ones, but if you are, we're gonna welcome you with open arms. What's wrong with that?
This is ridiculous, man. Bottom line is, I really do appreciate the man Kevinhart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what he did. You understand? Mm-hmm. They told him he and again, he apologized again. But he told him, listen, keep your Grammy show. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. You go on your way, I go on my way.
Exactly. And if you guys don't understand that just shows the bias, and it's terrible.
It's always gonna be like that.
That just shows your bias and your discrimination towards other people. I feel like sometimes it's discrimination against straight people. Don't shoot.
It's a two-way street. It really is.
Yeah, I'm just saying on my end, you know what I'm saying, but no disrespect to you guys, because I have a lot of friends. I gain a lot of friends that's a part of that community, and I love them to death. But it's just some things that I have to express, and these are things that has been expressed from my brothers and sisters that's a part of that LGBT community.
I have family members that
exactly. Me, same here.
Family members.
Same here.
So it doesn't matter either which way.
Close family members.
It don't, I got
family and I love them to death, and it would never change.
But at the same time, what I might be saying or whatever the case may be, it might not be something that's so detrimental. Like I want to go out. You got people out here killing gay people, like out here crucifying gay people, killing gay people. We don't want to see nothing happen to nobody like that.
Exactly. At the club in Orlando or something like that.
Oh yeah,
man, it was a terrible thing that happened. Yeah, it was terrible. That was that was a terrible thing that happened.
It wasn't done by black folk.
Yeah, it was a terrible thing that happened.
It wasn't done by no comedian.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. But it's a lot more that we could get into, but
we can stay on. That's another subject.
That's another subject.
That's another subject that we can stay on and just keep talking about.
It's in the news, folks. Know you know. Know what you need to know. Know your news.
That's right. Exactly. Get in the source.
Know your news.
We're just trying to keep it current.
That's gonna conclude this week's Sass.
Good week. Yeah.
Know your news.
Absolutely, man.
Hot seat.
Yeah. We on the hot seat. Q&A with Hefe.
Q&A with Hefe.
Yeah, we here. What's good, people? Let's do what it do.
What you got?
Let's do what it do. We call this the socially separated episode. Just basically a question I want to put to you, ladies. How y'all ladies with y'all man, and how do y'all think about would you allow your man to be a part of your social media, be able to go through your social media and look through your shit?
No.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
I mean, you could look through it, but I'm not posting you on there.
Not post you, but he can't have access to your social media and see what's going on?
Yeah, I don't care, because I don't do anything on my social media. So yes, you can have all access you want to. You gonna see the many dick pics that get sent or whatever.
I feel like it's a lot of pressure.
The shit that's in the inbox. I cannot stop somebody from sending some shit or texting me some stuff.
Right.
But as far as my reaction, that's what you should judge off of. If the shit is left unread, you shouldn't be mad about it.
So you let them go on your DMs?
Yes.
Oh, you can go on your DMs.
You can go on my you can go on whatever you want to. You can go into anything you want to on social media. I have nothing to hide, because I'm not conversing with niggas on social media like, oh yeah, send me that dick pic again. Yeah, no, I'm not conversing with people. So you have access to my phone in general if you need to. You shouldn't want to. You shouldn't want to have like no track on me like I'm no toddler. Right. But if you ask me to see my phone, yeah.
Nah, Well, you can't say that because we did have a podcast a little further back, and you was talking about homeboy went to your joint.
Oh yeah,
and he see something. He acted a damn fool.
But listen.
He
Here's
acted
the
a damn
thing.
fool.
Here's the thing. It was already established that we were not exclusive.
See?
We were not in a relationship. We were not exclusive. We were not monogamous. We were just dating.
You mean?
There was no reason for you, even if you went through my phone, there was no reason for you to get mad because we were not saying, okay, we are in a relationship. There was no title. You know that we were dating, we were talking, we were messing around. You know, it's possible that I was dating other people. It was clear. So there was no reason for you to go through my phone and trip because we did not say you were my nigga and I'm only dating you.
Right.
So no. So in that instance, I don't give a fuck if you got mad.
Don't care.
You can go through my phone, but at your own risk. But if I'm with my man, like now I can say that I'm with a dude that yes, he can go through my phone. I don't have nothing to hide. Because half of the time I don't even reply to these niggas.
You don't even. How about you, Miss Love?
Yeah, they be
I
in there.
don't.
Trust me.
That shit don't impress me.
But I'm saying you let your husband go through your be on your social media. He gets to go through your he gets to go through your social media and
I mean,
gets
he
to.
never asked though. He never asked. He's very confident in his role, and I'm very confident in my role. And we
exactly,
know what we
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't have to be.
But so he has access.
like-
He has so. But I'm saying, does he have access though? Did he get the? He's a friend on your.
Oh no, we're not friends on social media.
Why?
No. Well, we're just not. I feel like it's a lot of stuff that I don't want to see personally.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I don't want to. I don't
Like
want
what you-
to. I don't
like
want
what
to
you
see
don't- like
bitches
what you don't
ruling
wanna
over
see.
my nigga. Like I just don't. Like I know that it's there. I know it's there. I don't gotta see the shit. I know it's there.
Oh, okay.
I know
so
it's there.
what you don't see don't hurt you.
I don't want to listen.
I feel like social media
I
just
don't wanna
give
see that
like a
shit. I know
false
them bitches on there
narrative of your
thirstier than a
relationship.
motherfucker. I know them hoes is thirsty.
Oh, okay.
For me, like the dude that I'm talking to now, like it's like when I had the blue hair.
Yeah.
I was just sitting talking. I just wanted to bait him to see like what would he be his reaction. I was like, do you see all this shit that these niggas be texting just off of some hair or off of some shit?
What were they saying off the head? What were they saying?
They were sending dick pics and all type of shit.
They want to pull
They
her
were,
hair.
they was calling me Storm, like from the X-Men. Listen, they was like lit. I mean, I tell you, they were lit, and he was just like, all he did was just fuck the shit out of me.
Yeah.
All he did was just show me, ain't no nigga gonna dick you like how I'ma dick you.
Exactly.
He wasn't mad.
Exactly. I think that's the thing, though. I think my husband is like so like okay with that shit. He like whatever.
All he
I
did
know
was
I'm
grab
the
me
one
and
that's gonna be enough. I know I'm the one. You
Yeah,
can think and dream
that's
and
that's
drool
all
the
he
fuck you
did.
want, but nigga, I know this man.
Well,
What about you?
well, my wife always.
Oh.
She's not on my social
Yeah,
media.
I just
mean,
I just think
even
that
with
that
me,
should be separated.
My social media is not really no big deal because I'm not on social media DMing chicks. I'm not into that shit. I'm you can say I'm old school. I'd rather see you, touch you, and really want to talk to you.
Right.
I'm not really with all of that, really. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really nothing on there, but I know who I'm with. I know my wife. So if I'm looking at something, I might like a picture. She's gonna be, well, why are you liking that?
Yeah.
Like, well, why are you doing that?
Exactly.
Well, who is this?
Exactly.
And I'm like, man, I don't want to be with that
Exactly.
shit. I don't want to be
You like
interrogated.
this bitch pic like all her
No.
pics.
You
You
I
like
don't feel
all
like
this
it.
bitch pics?
No. I don't like being and I don't be on it like that, liking pics and shit and doing. I mean, some certain pictures I like and things like that, but I don't be on it like that.
That's like this Instagram comedian. His name. I'm not gonna promote nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was just like it's a Spanish dude. Him and his chick. They from New York.
Yeah, I know who
think
you're
I've
talking about.
seen
Yes,
it.
Yeah,
but
they're
we
talking
They have a lot of
not,
clips.
we're not gonna say their names.
I know
But
exactly what you're talking about.
basically, he was in the bathroom and he was
Yeah.
just clicking on the big booty
Yeah,
picture. And
yeah,
she
yeah.
busted like, nigga, you that thirsty?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like, come on,
Yeah.
give a person their privacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm big on that though. I'm big on giving my my wife her space. I don't go on her phone. And I know for a fact dudes be trying to get at her. Those things don't bother me. To me personally, they better be getting at you. Because if they're not trying to get
Then
at
you
you
doing
and trying to
something
check
wrong.
you and trying to talk to you, you need to go check yourself.
Exactly.
You need to check yourself.
That's what I told you.
That stuff don't bother me
Exactly.
at all.
Especially
I don't
when
need
you
to
know
be
you got a girl that's
digging.
good, yeah.
Right. I don't be digging. I don't need to see, let me check. I need to put a GPS on. Man, no, listen. If a nigga gonna go snatch you and you gonna fall for the next nigga, then you was never meant for me
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly.
go.
So, my bad. You understand what I'm saying?
Because for me, For
So,
me, like
that's just
like
what it
the
is.
dude that I'm entertaining or the dude that I'm giving my devoted attention to, he knows that it's only him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time for other
So
shit.
how come the other guy didn't know he was only him? How come
Because he wasn't. He was not. It was two dudes at the same time.
But y'all was walking, y'all was work. So okay, so then how come you ain't telling from the giddy up? Yo, listen, I'm fucking with you and I'm fucking with somebody else.
He did know because remember the situation, me and him wasn't fucking at that moment. It was a vulnerable moment, and me and him end up having, we end up getting intimate.
So he just happened to been hanging.
You must have
around,
forgot the story.
and
No, he was
inside
cool.
him,
You know what I'm saying? We were talking because I didn't limit myself to saying because at this point, this nigga that I'm talking to now wasn't acting right. He was just.
Oh, okay.
He was acting. He was a macho nigga at that point.
Yeah, you refreshing my memory.
Yes, he was a macho nigga at that point. So okay, so you want to be macho? Okay, well let me have my options open then. Since you don't know what you want to do, I don't know what I want to do either. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it wasn't really that me and him was just fucking around. That was the only time me and him was intimate because of that instance that happened. You know what I'm saying? He caught me at a very vulnerable moment, and he did his little thing that he did for his type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
With me, maybe it's like part of my past too, because I was in another relationship where this chick was like a Cagney and Lacey. She was like,
oh shit.
She was like a Cagney and Lacey. She was like FBI. She was always digging for shit. You know what I'm saying? Always in my shit. Never really respected my space. Always digging in my shit. So
trying to find.
I don't have time for that shit.
And she was finding shit too. But I tell him,
if I have to dig through your shit, then it's no need for us to be together.
Listen, and I said, listen, if you want to go. Listen, if you want to go, me personally, I look at it just like a search warrant. If you go, if the police got a search warrant to come in your crib and they looking for drugs, you understand what I'm saying? The warrant says I'm looking for drugs. Now, if you go in my closet and you find some guns, that's not admissible in court. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't
still take them and confiscate them shit. So
you could confiscate, but you can't charge me with it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same way I feel about my.
She gonna still bring that shit up, even though you like fuck it. She gonna still bring that shit up. I'm just saying.
You can bring it up all you want.
We arguing.
Well,
we going toe to toe.
Hey, you could go toe to toe all you want, but that shit really is irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. Because you ain't had no business going in the first place.
That's the same shit I felt like him. Like he woke me up. What is this? I would look at him
straight up. I look at it. I use it like what? That shit you found in my phone, them big booty bitches and them big titties you found in my phone is admissible. You can't bring that shit in court. We can't talk about that in court because you ain't had no business being in there in the first place. So if you want to go in there and go get your feelings hurt, you go ahead in there and go start digging.
That's what Sassy told dude.
Exactly.
You ain't telling that right off the bat.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I think she did.
Yeah, I did.
I'm pretty sure she did.
You need to refresh.
No, you was like, oh, well, you didn't know at first and you felt kind of funny because he seen all them dicks. You felt kind of sorry for the nigga.
No. I did, but at the same time, I thought that he was supposed to be like, bitch, the fuck? He was just like,
that's what I'm saying.
But why would you do this?
Got choked. He should have choked
your ass. Yeah, he should have, but he was like, why would you do this? I'm like, why would I do what? But what are you talking about? And why you went to my phone? Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga alert.
But you know what? My wife is, she's not like that. I respect her stuff and she respects my stuff. Even though sometimes she be wanting to know and she be on my phone. She be like, who you on your phone? Like with me, I do it all the time. It's kind of funny.
What the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
No, okay, let's say, okay, because my wife she has like.
What the fuck was that?
That's my fucking. Right?
Yo, it's been doing that all night, yo.
No, because normally
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was about to run.
I be getting news because I get news shit on my phone, so it just comes through. It comes through on my phone. It says I got like new news, some breaking news might come through. So
what you be doing to her?
Well, so sometimes what I do to her and whatnot, like let's say if I get a phone call, it's not just her, because sometimes with me too. I send signals sometimes. But it's not bad signals, but from the person looking outside, looking in, you might think it's a bad signal. But for her,
be fucking with her.
No, it's not that. But when we first started, my wife had a tendency, like when I'm on the phone, I used to be on the phone, I'm talking, and like when I'm talking on the phone, she's sitting there, and I always say, stop ear hustling. She be ear hustling all the time. So she'll come back and be, oh, with that conversation you had, you was talking, I don't be liking that.
Yeah.
So I see we normally used to get into confrontation. Like so that. I feel happy life, happy wife. I don't if certain things I just don't do around it because I know it's going to cause a problem.
And then especially when you realize that when you know like your mate won't be able to, understand certain things.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be talking, and I might not be talking. I might not be talking to a female. I might be talking to my niggas, but we just talking some business or whatever.
Exactly.
I always get up. Like if my phone rings and I gotta go say some shit and talk, I get up and I go out the room.
Right.
And she be like, "Well, where you going for? Why you gotta get up the room?" I said, "Cause I don't want to hear what I'm talking to my bitch on the phone. I don't want you to hear what I'm saying." That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell her the truth,
red bottom.
No, but listen, you know what I say? You know what I tell her?
ass.
Like sometimes she'll call me on the phone. Like let's say I'm doing a podcast. She's calling me. I won't answer the phone.
Right.
She'll call me again. I won't answer the phone.
Right.
And then she'll text me with some shit. She'll text me like, "Oh, okay, you just keep doing what you're doing," or whatever the case may be. Or whatever the case may be. I won't say anything.
Right.
Or I would answer the phone. She'll be like, "What you doing? Why you can't answer your phone? What you doing?" I said, "I'm on a downstroke. You interrupted me. I'm pumping." She's like, "You see what you're doing?"
No, don't
you
do
fucking-
that. Yeah.
Well, but she know I'm
fucking with
joking.
her.
Yeah, but
She know
still.
I'm joking
but
though.
still.
She know I'm joking though. But what I tell her all the time, I tell her all the time, I said, "You like that Jerry Springer shit. You don't like the truth."
Right,
If
true.
I tell you, listen, I'm on the podcast, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you're not gonna accept that.
Right.
You want that fire. So I'm
Right.
giving you that fire.
That's
Oh
true.
my God.
And
That's
trust
true.
me, when I do it,
That's true.
when I
chill
used to
out.
do
She
that,
don't like that
she don't
shit.
even
She
she
chill
don't even
out,
chill out.
yeah.
She don't even ask that shit no more.
I
Many
understand.
times she called me, she be like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm with my bitch."
Oh my God.
Right? She be like, "What? You see?" There you go. I'm like, well, I said, "Listen, if I tell you the truth, what I'm doing, you ain't gonna believe the truth."
Right,
So
right.
I might as well just
As
give you what
simple
you're
and
looking
as
for.
honest and as easy as it is, you ain't gonna accept it.
Right.
You're
exactly.
not gonna accept
exactly.
it either. You like that fire. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to you.
Damn.
So and like I said, I've done it, and she don't really. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a joke now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a joke when I'm saying this
Right,
shit to her and stuff
exactly,
like
exactly.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
She
but-
knows, and it causes a problem. Even with my conversation, I hate it. It could be a simple conversation. I don't know why I'm like that. I'm telling you, I think it's from my past relationship and being interrogated and
That
shit
young
like that. You know what I'm
God.
saying? I'm telling
The
you.
young God.
There was a time
That young God.
Yo, there was
mentality.
one time,
Don't
let me tell you
ask
something.
me shit, bitch.
There was one time me and my we was
I'm
at,
the nigga.
Yes.
listen. One time we was
You
at
got everything you fucking need.
Exactly.
yo.
Don't
one
fucking
time-
The
call
fuck
me.
you ask me
Yeah.
questions for, bitch? Don't ask me no shit.
Yo, one time we was at a restaurant, and I don't know. She says I was flirting, but I'm not flirting. I mean, if I'm being nice, I'm just talking to you. We just talking to. All right, babe. I'm like, I got a tendency to be like talking to a female. Like, oh, okay, babe. Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Whatever. It ain't nothing to it. You understand what I'm saying? I just be saying things like that. It
Right.
ain't nothing to it.
Right.
So one time we was in a restaurant and we was talking, and the waitress
Waitress.
came up or whatever, and I was talking to her or whatever. She's like, "You see? Look how you talking to her. Look at this. Look at that." And this, that, and the other. And then she started cursing with the. I said,
Oh,
"Yo, listen,
no.
man. The lady's
Yeah.
handling our food, yo."
Yeah.
She was talking. After a while, I just got up and just left. I just went out to the
no.
car and left.
Yeah.
They said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm leaving. I'm gonna sit
exactly.
here with you with this food this lady coming to bring.
Yeah.
She done spit and shit in
Yeah.
our food
Yeah.
back then. You think I'm gonna sit here with you? You better get your ass up and let's go."
Go, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean,
I just feel like
don't know.
I separate my personal life from social media. For all you know, I'm single as fuck on social media. You don't know nothing what the fuck I got going on because I don't have to validate to these motherfuckers
Exactly.
who I'm with
It's only till
or
now.
what love we have for each other or what we doing or
Exactly.
I just don't have to validate.
You
You
can
know,
ask
and I've
me
never been a
and I'll tell
person.
you.
Yeah.
Like-
I will post my son on social media. I'll post anything that I'm doing
They
with
don't even
entertainment
get
and
that.
stuff like
If
that.
you-
But
Like my wife, she loves to be on Snapchat,
Mm-hmm.
so she always like putting the kids on Snapchat. She like put me on Snapchat too, but I don't like being on Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? I could be laying in the bed, I'm just
24
chilling,
hours, come
and then
on.
with I'm scratching my balls, like I got my balls in her. She
Yeah.
want to put my Snapchat, but we got this play thing that we do on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like she'll ask me a question, I'm like, you better get that, talking shit to her.
Yeah.
Like, I told your ass I'm gonna bust your head open, some
Yeah,
shit on
exactly,
Snapchat.
exactly.
And it's funny, all her friends like it and
Right,
shit. That's what
right.
we be doing. That's like our little
Exactly.
playtime, like we be doing.
Exactly.
But I don't like being on
Yeah, social
Snapchat
media,
and on
yeah.
social media and stuff like that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But she always trying to put me on it and trying to catch me to put me on and stuff like that.
right.
You know, but
Every once in a while, and the more like if I ever do, like you would never see like my dude face, not because he ugly, because he ain't ugly. He
No
handsome
face,
as
no
fuck.
case.
The most you'll probably see
no
me,
case,
you'll probably see me grabbing his dick so you can show what
See what
dick
I'm
he
saying?
working with,
what
or
I'm
it'll
saying?
probably be a back
She
angle
always- if
that
you
you can see the
notice
back of his
people-
head.
if you notice people out here, She
Show that
always
print.
got
Show that print, like, this is-
Show
that print. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It will probably be that. But I'm not gonna put his face.
Finds herself to resort back to talking about dick or pumping or grinding or always. You know,
So
she can't help
it
herself.
ain't gonna be no pic that another bitch gonna be like, hey, that's my nigga. Hey, I don't care. Hey, he here with me now, so obviously he ain't doing much for you.
Oh.
So I don't have time for the extracurricular shit. You know what I'm saying?
Extraness.
So I'd never been into it. Like even when I was, past relationships, I'd never really posted none of my
Now, but
my
even your
relationships
family
on there.
though, I know y'all seen that clip. Well, it's not a clip; it's an actual like typo or something that everybody keeps passing on. It's like because your family feels some type of way about you not inviting them in on your social media life and stuff like that or whatever.
Okay.
So, what's his face? I can't. Ball Greasy put up on his IG. Yes, Auntie, I like your nephew likes to eat ass. Yes. Damn, Auntie. See why I ain't want your ass on my page?
Exactly.
That's exactly why.
Exactly.
Don't fucking pour me like, oh, take that post down. It's not like you. It's unbecoming.
Exactly.
Bitch.
Exactly.
I talk about all type of shit on my page.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to
And
do
that's the
with
thing
you,
I be
Auntie.
thinking too. Like I don't really post nothing vulgar and stuff like that, but the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
I don't really care about anybody else, but my father is on, and my father is on my social media.
You be like talking about your father.
So now I
Maybe
be
you should
like,
have your father one day as a guest. And let's see
shit.
if you still want to talk about dick.
I be like,
and pumping
shit.
and talking
Oh,
and
shit.
and soaking, shaking titties and
Oh,
pumping ass.
shit.
We want to have your father as a guest.
Nope.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, okay.
Say what you say now.
So that's how we need to be. That's how you need to be
What you
controlled.
say?
No.
We need to control you with your daddy.
No, daddy, no.
No daddy.
No daddy,
Wait
but
till I meet
zaddy.
your dad. I'm like, Dad, we'd like
Zaddy?
to have you on the show. We
Nope.
want to talk about you. And I want to see if you're going to have that same energy. Keep that same energy. I
The
want to see
thing
you
is
have that
too-
same energy that you have.
And the thing is too, he don't always he follows me.
No, he's listening.
He's listening.
He's listening. He's listening to all the dicks and all the pumping
No.
and all the
Yes,
dicks
he
that you like and what you like to do.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. You think he's not listening, but he's listening. He's listening. He's listening.
Listen, I don't know what they talking about,
Daddy's
Dad.
little girl.
Okay.
Daddy's
Nope.
Yeah,
little
Dad.
girl.
Yeah, she's
Nope.
here. She wants to
Like
talk
it.
about
She like
every
to get
time we're
pumped.
having a serious
What she say?
conversation.
She
She's
like
talking
to
about,
get pumped.
I want to get pumped.
Oh,
I want to
Man.
get slammed.
no.
I like to show my.
You see my glasses like a little nerd? No.
Yeah, her. That's what she like to do. Daddy. Daddy.
Zaddy.
Yeah,
Zaddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she like.
But no.
No, right? Keep that same energy.
Nope.
Keep that same energy.
No.
All right? Come on.
What's the next
Here we
topic?
Oh, now you want to switch topics? No. We're not switching topics. Let's talk about
What's the
what you
next
like.
topic?
Let's talk about what you like. Come
I like spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, really?
I like
In your
chunk
mouth?
salad.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
Slurp,
Balls
Slurp,
in your mouth.
slurp,
You like beef
slurp.
balls in your mouth.
slurp it out.
Oh,
Beef,
okay.
preferably.
Beef.
Yeah.
Beef,
Oh,
no pork,
beef.
no swine.
No swine.
Swine.
Beef, huh?
No swine.
Big beef.
No swine to have my eye like this.
She don't fuck with the swine.
No.
Yeah, you
No
see?
swine.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta do something else, man. Do something else. But it's all good though. No, at the end of the day, man, it's all fun when you with your spouse and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean,
you
it's
wanna-
cute. Y'all put y'all stuff all up and stuff. Like it's a lot.
Yeah,
You know, it's
but no.
not.
What you said? No.
Yeah,
What you
but
said?
no.
Yeah, but no what?
You know, I just feel like
I mean, it's cute, but for me, no.
people don't
Leave
need
him
to
where
be
he at.
all in your business.
Yeah,
Like, you
leave
know,
him where he at.
You know that's free information.
I don't. Do
That's
that anyway.
free
I don't.
information.
Me on my own personal page, I may
It's free
post little
information.
things here and there. My page is pretty much private anyway, so I don't post. Everybody's always asking me like, "Damn, you don't ever post nothing." You ain't got
That's
nothing
me
on your
too.
page.
And the funny part is people
It's
be
only
like,
now
"Yo,
that we have the podcast.
Yeah.
That I know we have to put
Post,
things up,
yeah.
so I post stuff.
and
up.
you know I
But-
do music and I just don't post. I don't keep up with it because I'm just not into it like that.
You can
I
never
know.
barely find me because I don't never use my
Yeah,
real
I'm
my
not
real
into it
Well,
like
I
name or
post, but
nothing
I
on
post
my
me.
stuff.
Yeah,
Cause
I
it's
post
my
like
page, so
every
you can't
like
see
month or
me.
so. You'll see one post. Or
Yeah.
people call me like a ghost follower because they be like, it'd be like 2-3 months you post something and you'll see a like. Be like, what the fuck? Where you came
Really,
from?
I be on it
I don't
because
know.
I'm just being nosy. I just want to be nosy.
And I mean, I like the videos too. I feel like I've discussed this with you guys before. Whatever. I feel like Facebook is for family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Facebook is for family,
Mm-hmm.
and IG, Twitter, and all that. That's social. That's like
Right.
to promote. It's for
I agree.
promotions. It's for like putting your business out there. It's for getting information. It's for, oh shit, I need to see who does the best makeup in Miami or whatever, or Detroit, or
Right.
putting it out there. Yo, I'm gonna be flying, or I'm going to do this podcast. We're doing a podcast. We need the best MUA. Tag the best MUAs in Dallas. Tag the best hairstylists in Miami.
Mwah, the best
You know what I mean?
mwah.
Yeah, like tag those, and you will go on there for that. I
Right.
feel like that's what that is for. So I separate everything, and I'm very
Yeah.
selective. Anyway,
So you
it's
don't,
like-
so your Facebook is all family stuff. You ain't putting no popping your that same thing.
Wow.
'Cause you too. You another one like to pop your little
Wow.
booty out here too.
I'm pretty
You know?
sure that all of my family that's on Facebook are just like so shocked. Like, oh my God, they are so
Listen,
shocked.
we are selling an image. You know what I'm saying? So
shocked.
we just,
At
you
little
know,
old,
we're trying to be
little
entertaining.
old lady love.
Right, and it's all for the show at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
definitely,
you know?
definitely. But
It's
It's all for the show at the end.
entertainment.
It's entertainment. It's for the show at the end of the day. We want y'all to keep, we want to keep y'all interested. So we gotta,
Absolutely.
do.
So we're
do
gonna
things
pop
with-
that pussy.
hey, pop that pussy. Hey,
You
pop
see?
We're
that
gonna do
pussy.
all of that.
Hey,
Listen, you're welcome.
You see?
You're welcome.
see?
You're
You see what I'm saying?
welcome.
you're welcome.
You see what I'm saying?
Because this is, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're putting it out there.
Mhm.
We want, of course, our family members and our friends to like, share, subscribe, and just support us. At the end of the
Exactly,
day, you
exactly.
might not agree with everything that
Right.
I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
You might not agree with how we're, on a personal
We-
level.
we're
how-
conducting ourselves.
Right, okay.
Right,
But it's
right.
okay. It's okay.
Right,
It's some
right.
shit you do. I don't give a fuck about
Right.
neither.
We're not expecting everybody going to agree with what we're
It's
doing.
okay.
We are
Some people
just
might say, like, what the
we
fuck
are
is
being
bullshit?
entertaining. That's what we have. We have 3 segments. We have the main topic, and then we have this week's Sass, and after that, Q&A with
hot
Hefe or
seat.
the hot seat. It gets really hot. It gets really raunchy as fuck.
And,
And it's in the
and we've
description.
Been, and you know what? We've
If you
been
can't
kind of
handle
like.
it-
We ain't really been, you know what I'm
We
saying?
ain't
At that
really
mark,
been raw
take it away.
dogging it. We ain't been raw dogging it.
Oh,
It's the end of
God.
the year.
I have.
No,
That's,
we coming
I have.
down.
part of- you see what I'm saying?
Ooh,
You
yes,
have,
she
you've been raw
has.
dogging it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dad, did you hear that? She's out there raw
No,
dogging it.
no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
That's not what I meant.
That's exactly what you said. You said that.
We ain't been raw dogging
Keep
it,
the
but
same energy.
trust me.
Oh, don't be putting
You
my
know?
dad in
But
here.
Shit's
listen.
gonna get a lot heated, like.
But listen, on another note,
as we continue.
all you fans out there that we done sent shirts out to, we got them shirts out there. We want to
Right.
see y'all post them shirts on social media.
Yes.
Show everybody else that we've been sending y'all these shirts out here.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Put on your social media. Make sure y'all tag us.
Tag us,
too.
tag Raising Kings
Tag
Podcast.
us,
Every
Raising
time
Kings
you,
Podcast.
and also we've been slipping up. Every time you like, share, and subscribe, make sure you tag Raising Kings Podcast so we can
Right.
know that you like, share, and subscribe.
And
You know
coming
what I'm
real
saying?
soon, we're gonna have that
Yeah.
apparel, that website for the apparel. You can
Right.
go online
Raising
and you
Kings
can just
Apparel.
get your own
Know what I'm
shirts
saying?
and
That's
get your
right.
stuff and get that
Yeah.
stuff. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff on that website. soon.
Absolutely.
Beautiful
We're gonna
It's
have
shirt.
under
everything.
construction and it's coming. We're gonna have a lot of stuff on there.
Absolutely.
That y'all like, and y'all can get the
Raising
Raising Kings
Kings.
podcast shirts
Absolutely.
and stuff like
Just
that.
make sure
Beautiful
y'all,
shirts.
y'all like, share, and y'all subscribe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Hit up
Yeah,
Raising Kings
shirt.
Podcast at gmail.com. For all you, if you want to add to any the discussions that we had, or if you want to bring up a topic, Raising
Right.
Kings Podcast at gmail.com. Raising Kings PC on Twitter. Raising
Yep.
Kings Podcast on
It's all at the
Facebook and
bottom. It's
Instagram. Just hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We there. We
Absolutely,
everywhere.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Them shirts is coming. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Make sure you tag us in them pictures that you're doing, so we can repost it on our outlet. And we really appreciate y'all for sticking around and hanging in with us, and
thank you.
just basically supporting the brand. We've been really building, we growing, and we do see you guys and we hear you guys, and we do
Right.
appreciate it. So keep
Absolutely.
it coming.
Keep
Absolutely.
coming, baby.
We're growing and you're growing with us. You're growing with us.
Absolutely.
Where we go, you're gonna go.
That's right.
Absolutely. So we got
Absolutely.
anything else we want to touch base on this show today?
I think we did it. That was a very
Mhm.
Really,
Man.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Grueling,
we just want to
grueling,
let
grueling.
everybody out there know, man, stay focused, stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Stay informed. There's a lot of things out there that's going on that we maybe that's going up on under the radar. We're
Right.
trying to touch those things. There's a whole bunch of things we wanted to talk about. There's even more things we like to talk
There
about.
yeah.
now.
is so
We'll put it back
much.
on the next
definitely
podcast.
will.
But at the end of the day, stay woke, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? And if you could apply to do something to help somebody else that's maybe have less than what you got, you could do something for somebody, because this is the time, a season.
Oh, yeah, it's the season.
Giving, you understand what I'm saying?
It's the season.
You know what I mean? So, you know.
It's the season.
help
Niggas
your fellow
cutting
man
checks
at
for
the
no
end of the day,
reason.
man. Absolutely. You know? So, at the end of the day, that's just what it is, man.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
what it
We
is.
thank you guys. Each and every Tuesday is Raising Kings Tuesday. It's been branded. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Raising Kings merch, Raising Kings apparel, Raising Kings everything, Raising Kings condoms, Raising Kings everything coming soon, bro. You gotta throw that in there. That little
heard that,
jokey
Dad?
joke.
She says Raising
No,
Kings condoms.
no,
Telling everybody
no.
to protect yourselves. We're here so
You
that
know?
you can protect yourself.
That was a PSA,
Yes,
Dad.
exactly. It's a PSA for protection.
Get a condom. She's not condom. You talking about something serious. She's talking about condoms.
Yeah.
It always goes back to the
Boy.
same lowest common denominator. Bang, 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 bang,
Bang, bang, bang. Like what's the pops?
Bang, 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 bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang,
That's
bang.
what she's thinking about. You know what I mean?
But thank you guys
all good,
again.
though. It's
Thank you
all
guys
in
for your
fun. It's all in
support.
fun.
We love you. We appreciate you. And this has been this week's episode, the Naughty or Nice episode of the Raising Kings podcast. This is the checkout. This is your girl Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
And this is Hefe. We out.
We up out of here.
Till next time, people.
It's that season, niggas cutting checks for no reason. Hey,
Tell you, boy, these two over here want to be banging, and
hey,
dicks and
Fuck,
fucking
fuck,
and sucking.
we up out of here. Hey, later.
Ladies is something else,
Bye.
These my girls, though.